welcome back to the Rabble of Bois podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Frank.
I'm Dan.
I'm Hannah.
And welcome back to another episode of the Rabble of Bois podcast. We have special guest Hannah. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm great. Had a lovely day.
Oh my God.
Things are going splendid. How about you?
I had such a busy day, but I'm glad to just open an unaffiliated soda that doesn't have a trademarked brand name because we can't afford. I mean, yeah.
What
Frank,
is that? I'm sorry.
It's an unaffiliated beverage without a brand name.
You type it to me. It's secret.
No, that's illegal, Frank. That's illegal.
Fine.
Also, where's your smile, bud? Turn that frown
Me?
upside. Yes.
I'm stressed. I have a lot of homework.
Smile anyway. Exposure therapy, bud.
Oh my God.
No, that does work. Actually, that's true.
Show me your
Yeah,
pearly
you can-
whites. Let's
Smiling, it makes you happy. Well, now it's
Do one of
too
those.
forced. I can't force it.
Yes,
I'm
you
so
can, dude.
stressed.
If you have the energy to talk, you have the energy to smile.
I
It's
hardly have
actually
energy
way
to talk
easier
right
than
now.
frowning.
Yeah,
It's actually way easier.
use
But you
Or-
know what's the easiest? Neutral.
the
I
rest
wouldn't
of
say
your
so.
face.
I'd say so.
Okay. I'm gonna pinpoint the moment you smile, and I'm gonna add an explosion on screen when you do. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Beautiful.
yeah, that's the power of editing. So yeah, Hannah, tell us about yourself, who you are, what's up,
Well, that's a lot of things. I am
as best you can.
a Libra.
Heck
I
yeah.
have a Leo moon and an Aquarius rising. I don't know if that matters. I don't think it does. I like to sing and dance and look at art and hang out with my friends. All of those things can be seen here on this wall. And that's all that I do ever, besides school, in which I am a psych major, and that is fun. And that is all that I do.
Oh
Fantastic.
my God, dude, psych really does sound fun. It really
No,
does.
it's crazy. It is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful major.
Yeah.
It's so cool because everything is so tangible, you know? And my friends and I have the conversations that I'm having in my classes every single day. So it's like I'm already one step ahead, so to speak. then-
That's amazing.
I go out in the real world and try to psychoanalyze other people, and then I forget,
You just do
other
that?
people are not as comfortable talking about their traumas as I am. Maybe I should pull back.
That's
maybe
that's a
it's-
fair assumption.
Maybe it's because you understand your traumas.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I
Wow.
do understand.
Oh.
I'm also eating an unbranded bar of chocolate.
Now that I feel like I know what that one is.
One
Oh, by the way, we should mention Matt's not here, clearly.
Oh yeah. He went to
He-
go get a
he-
snake.
Rock, rock.
He's very busy
how long
today.
did we go without noticing.
Yeah. Oh, I've noticed. The audience, I don't know what the audience thinks. I don't know if we have an audience anymore.
We have 25 subscribers.
Oh yeah,
That's
man.
an audience.
That went up. That went up since last time, right?
Really?
I think so. Last time I checked, it was like 13 or something.
You can check.
Impressive.
Thanks for the 25 of you that are watching.
Heck yeah.
Sweet.
Oh.
You're right, I wasn't
Um,
talking to you.
Oh, Frank, is that a smile?
Well, I just shifted my weight. I was very happy
No,
about
there
that.
Smiling.
it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah. It took you 5 minutes to smile.
You've been
Beautiful.
counting?
Yes, there's a counter in the top right. I didn't have to lift a
Okay.
finger.
I should. I'm not feeling bad or anything. I'm just incredibly tired from the amount of things
Bro,
I have to do this
I
weekend.
have been drunk for the last 4 days straight, and you're telling me you're tired?
Well, I don't do those
Now
things. Are you drunk right now?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just checking.
No. Trust me, I don't drink that much. This was just an excessive weekend.
I see. It's been one of those weeks, you know.
Exactly.
Like everyone I've talked to has shared this sentiment.
Exactly. It really was just one of those weeks.
What is it?
Yeah.
The new
I
month
will-
is starting. It's February 28th. That's the last February day.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm so glad it's
No leap
over.
year.
Oh
this
shit,
year.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's March.
Welcome
Yes,
to the timeline.
it's Justin Bieber's birthday in 2 hours, guys.
Oh my god.
I'm excited.
I love him.
More like Justin Bieber. I
Get
bet
his
he
ass.
gnaws on toothpicks.
Get his ass.
I knew it. I knew you were one of those kids. I knew it.
One of those jokesters.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I've been having quite the overwhelming academic week. I will admit. Oh my god, it's hard.
So you share the
Spill,
sentiment
spill.
too.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't.
Okay, that's good.
Boy.
Well, no, it's not good, but you know what I mean.
Good, you're
We're on the same
overwhelmed. You're
page.
stressed.
We're on the same
Suffer.
page.
Yeah, no, school can just get so hectic so quickly, especially online, because it's just it's so hard to keep track of everything. I know
Yep.
for me it is, so it's like,
Exactly.
oh my gosh, and I work at a daycare with the cutest little babies in the world, but my boss is such a bitch.
Tell it like it is.
But the babies are so cute. I wanna take
Upsides
them
and
home every day.
downsides.
Seriously. What can you do? I'm
So-
seriously just waiting to get my vaccine at this point. I'm like,
Yeah,
I have
That
two
sums
things
things
to
up.
say.
sure.
After eating my totally unbranded, unsponsoring chocolate.
yes.
That is I just eat default food in this ROBCast multiverse.
Of course,
Um,
yeah.
We need to write a ROBCast wiki. Anyway, a lot of my astrology buff
Broadcast lore.
Yeah.
Gosh,
right.
You mentioned astrology buff. Here I am.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
have
So
a
I'll
pen.
write the wiki page.
Wait, what? Did you guys plan something?
I'm gonna write a wiki page on the ROBCast. No, ROBCast lore.
Go ahead.
Dan, I
You're
would
the
really
Queen of
much
England.
appreciate that. I would love that if you did that. Anyway, so
Yeah.
a lot of my astrology buff friends have been like observing the way I feel, and they're like, well, obviously it's a full moon in Virgo, and
Yeah.
you're
Oh my god,
Virgo.
yeah, yes. That's exactly
And
what it is.
Mercury is in retrograde.
No, not
motherfucker.
anymore. Not anymore.
Really? I
And
remember
it
the week that happened. I blamed all my problems on that because I thought I was being funny.
It's Mercury retrograde lasts 3.5 weeks, first of all.
Shows how much I know.
I don't even know
Um,
what that means. I don't even know what that is. I've never
Look,
heard of it.
So the planet Mercury, right?
Yeah.
Is
When it
in
moves
retrograde.
around the Earth, it stops for a while, and everything
Moves
else
around the
keeps
Earth?
moving. Yeah. So then, as
You mean
as it moves around the sun, oops, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, as it moves around, it stops for a little while, and then it goes backwards, and then it goes back. and
It makes
catches
so
up.
much sense.
It's so when it stops, Mercury is the planet of like communication, technology, all of those things are affected. So when it stops and slows down and goes backwards, then all of those things are very negatively impacted for 3.5 weeks. Then it goes back to normal. And then everything's fine again.
I'm gonna play it straight with you. I do not believe in astrology.
No, that's fine.
At all.
No,
But-
it's completely valid.
Frank, I have
Yes.
the way I sum up astrology is it's theoretical.
Fake.
You can take it with a grain of salt if you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's your choice completely.
It's fun.
And three, it's
Straight up.
art.
Yes.
So
Thank you, Rob.
so it's theoretical. You can take it how you want it, and it's art.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can cherry pick and say, okay, maybe
Yeah,
that's
so-
kind of true about me.
Let me tell you. So here's my perspective on it. Okay. I wrote a research paper on this a couple years ago. Astrology as a whole thing. It is a pseudoscience. It's not a real thing.
Yeah. Well, I
Has
like
been-
cryptology, so I'm one
It's
to
been
talk.
denounced many, many, many times. I just can't look at it and look at all of the things that it says are going to happen and then look at the things that do happen and then see how they match up and be like, okay, this like can't be real, when everything proves to be correct in some way. But it could be confirmation bias. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know what I don't know, and obviously I don't know everything about like metaphysics and how the world works. I just think it's interesting, you know?
Yeah, it's neat. We all like making fun of the Scorpios,
Oh yeah,
right?
fuck them. Scorpios have ruined my life on countless occasions. Seriously.
You're not joking about this. People have
I'm
actually
not.
ruined your life.
I'm
That's
not. Seriously.
awfully unfortunate.
Bro, the first person to cheat on me, the first person to ever cheat on me was a Scorpio.
That's
That
crazy.
sucks right off the bat.
My nightmare.
A girl that
I'm
tried
totally-
to break up me and my first boyfriend.
Was a Scorpio?
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Or perhaps
My
a
second
Gemini.
boyfriend. No, my
Okay.
second boyfriend. But Geminis have, oh my.
See, I know the ones people like to shit on.
Okay, so there's this Gemini in my life who led me on for 7 months and then went and dated my friend. Okay. And then 2
Damn.
years later came running back to me, being like,
Damn.
oh my God,
Oh my.
wifey. I'm like, leave me alone. I am over this. Goodbye.
And it's been 2
Seriously,
years.
I can't handle it.
One for each face, right?
Seriously.
Two-faced
Literally,
bitch.
that's so
Ha ha ha. Well, you know, we might as well go around, right? What's our fucking things?
Oh my God, yeah, please tell me.
I am happy to
Sure.
share. I'll go last.
Okay, I'll go first, I guess. I'm a Libra.
Me too, yay.
Yeah, isn't that neat? I don't know my
It's so fun.
rising or falling signs.
Okay,
so-
whatever.
Right now.
I think
Okay.
for those that aren't too familiar, what are the typical archetypal characteristics of a
I don't
Libra?
fucking know.
So,
What do they normally demonstrate?
Libras are very flirty, very charming, very pretty, as you can see.
Well, thank you.
Frank, you're
Yeah.
very
Um,
pretty.
I know this. Don't
We
worry.
also like to have pretty things around us, usually. We're humanitarians, kind of fair. We like to keep things balanced, and we don't really like to rock the boat too much.
Like a
you know?
scale.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That's
exactly what
fine.
it is. Yeah, so we're kind of diplomats in that sense. We like everything to be like neutral. Switzerland, you know?
Homeostasis.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Well, I want to go last, so Dan.
I'm a Capricorn, and that's all
My
I know.
mom's a Capricorn. That's so beautiful.
That's all I know. That's it.
Okay, so Capricorns are very hardworking and they have very dark humor usually. They like
That's
to do
totally Dan.
Is it?
Very hardworking,
Yeah.
very hard on themselves usually, and unnecessarily, because you know that you're gonna get everything done. So why are you beating yourself up about it? Relax, you know.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, Dan, relax.
No.
Okay. He won up to me, even though I was joking. If that's all, then I'll go next.
Yeah.
I'm a Virgo. Tried and
Wow.
true. I'm
You
well,
are. It
barely,
radiates.
barely a Virgo. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but Virgo is like late August, early September.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm barely on the border, but I demonstrate like in the middle Virgo. So Virgos are like calculated, very, very
You fit it
straightforward,
perfectly.
very compartmentalized. Hannah's called me anal retentive before because I'm a percussionist and I do that a lot, and I can't
Yeah.
stop. It's the percussionist curse. Dan
Seriously.
kind of knows. So it's that, and I always I can't not analyze things. Like I always like intricate factors, and then those factors spread out into more factors, and I like analyzing the intricacies of those, and I can go on and on until someone tells me to stop. But then I'll try to dissect why they told me to stop, and
Exactly. Yes.
it's
That's so
like,
funny.
but yeah, at the end of the day, why I'm different from late August Virgos is that usually Virgos can be cold critics, but I'm not. I will sugarcoat to the death.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you need a cold critic, go to my brother. He will lay
Well,
it down
You
straight.
see, that could have something more to do with like the rest of your chart, not necessarily the fact that you're a Virgo. You know what I'm saying?
I looked at my
Because
entire profile, my
There's so much
astrology
more to
profile.
it than just your sun sign. That's actually
There's
the
a lot.
least important one. You
What's
know,
a house sign? What's a
the
house?
houses I don't really know too much about right
Okay.
now. I forget about them, but they're more personal. But generally, if someone tells you like my Mercury's in Libra, you know that's gonna be like my speech is very diplomatic and I'm a flirt. You know,
What does
but
it mean if my rising sign is a Virgo?
oh my God,
That
you come
means-
across to other people as judgmental and anal.
Damn.
Your initial reaction to things is one that is way more analytical, and you're wanting to figure out more the root of the problem than react, you know?
That's pretty
Make sense?
accurate. Yeah.
What can I say, guys?
This
Oh
my
my
moon
God.
sign is also Virgo.
You're what?
Moon sign.
Oh my gosh, your moon sign. So you see yourself as very hardworking and very perfectionistic and like the best, but you're never going to tell anybody that. You want someone else to tell you that because that's how much you value yourself, you know?
Remember, Dan, grains of salt, grains of salt.
This is pretty spot on. I don't like this.
Grains of salt, Dan.
I don't like it.
What are the moon and what? What are the other
So-
ones?
Your moon sign represents how you feel about yourself. I'm
Okay,
a Leo
what-
moon, so I see myself as amazing and beautiful and so talented, and I am all of those things. Oh my gosh.
Wonderful. Dan, what website you got where I can get all this shit?
I'm on astrosofa.com.
Astrosofa.com.
Couch in
Oh.
space.
I wish I was making that up, but I'm
And
not.
then what? Where do I
Okay.
go? My rising sign.
Well,
I
no,
think
you
we're
can
gonna be
go
on
to
this topic for a
astrology
while.
And then
I
calculate
think so
your
too.
calculate or whatever.
Calculate your.
Yeah, I calculate your.
You
your-
need what
Ascendant.
time you were born and what place you were born.
What
and
Yeah.
time I
obviously
was
the day.
born?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bridgeport.
Good thing I know
4:30
that.
p.m.
So how did they determine this shit?
It's all calculated via the stars, babes.
So I think the way it works is that over time, the astrology knowledge base was simply just developed and agreed upon and
Yeah.
theoretically applied. Now, you can say if it's confirmation bias or not, because everyone already has a way that they think of themselves, because why wouldn't you?
Right.
Mhm.
And if we think about it another way, it's it's black and white evidence theory, and there's nothing in
Mhm.
between. You think there's
Yeah.
something in between because that's you.
Mhm.
You have to make sense of it yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I'm
Okay.
saying grain of salt, dude. It can help you or hurt you.
No, I
Exactly.
take things grain of salt wise.
It's just funny because one of my best friends never believes me when I tell him that his chart reveals the fact that he does have really bad anxiety, or reveal the fact that he is kind of a hypochondriac. Like his chart says those things about him, and both of those things are true, you know?
Oh my god.
And like it's completely separate. He didn't know either of these things, and he didn't believe me until like a month ago when I read him his chart by force, you know?
Interesting.
So the scary part
You
is
tied him down.
Yeah, seriously.
the scary part is you get people like Hannah, where if you can borderline master the knowledge, you can apply it to other people, and you can make assumptions. You can be like, I don't know if you think this is true, but
Yeah, and I like I psychoanalyze him on the daily, so it's easy for me to put the pieces together in a way that makes sense both in the astrological context and in the psychological, like medical context. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
yeah.
Got my
Because you can
results
believe
now.
both things. You know, both can be
Yeah.
true. You know,
Yeah, sure.
just different ways of looking at it. We don't know which one is actually like. You know.
And overall, it's different ways of looking at people and
Exactly.
looking at
Yeah.
the world.
hmm
What does the ascendant sign mean?
It's your rising sign.
What does that mean though?
It's how you come across to other people, your
Okay.
first reaction to situations. Stuff
So
like that.
what's Cancer then?
Oh my god, you seem like a crybaby. You seem soft.
Do I?
A little.
Well, you're just saying that.
No, I'm not. When I got on
I'm a
the
tough
Zoom,
guy. No, I'm joking.
and then you got on the Zoom, and I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so cute wearing yellow with his little baby
Thank
face.
you.
Oh my God, opinions for days.
Oh
Moon Leo.
my god, me too!
I
Do
mean,
you
yeah,
also
we
love
must have
yourself?
been- Maybe.
Maybe. I like how you said it twice.
Yeah.
Because I love myself a little bit too much, but maybe that's just because I
Yeah.
deserve it.
I mean, this might be a little too heavy for the podcast, but sometimes I hate myself, honestly.
Oh yeah, well,
Not
I mean, we all
lately.
do. We're all humans,
lately.
you know.
But I like
That-
myself more than I don't like myself.
There's
definitely.
nobody on Earth
makes
who
sense.
doesn't. There's nobody on Earth who doesn't consider that. Like there hasn't been one single human who's been like, I will never hate myself, and I never
Yeah.
do.
Exactly. That's just such an unrealistic expectation to have of yourself as a
Of
human
course.
being.
And I
now,
realize that
hate,
now.
Hate is a strong word, but y'all catch my drift.
For sure.
So I
Like,
guess to
sure, there are some things that I do that are freaking annoying as frick. I don't know if I can curse.
you can.
I curse.
Okay,
on
yay.
this all the
Anyway, so
time.
there are
fucking
things that I
damn
do
it.
that really bug me, right? And I'm like,
You didn't
I
even
wish I
curse.
could
You
change
said
this.
bug.
I know. Just
Yeah,
for
we
just
can
for the
heckin'
sake of-
curse. Yeah.
Just
Trying
for
to
the sake of my
flip
like
me
future
off.
knowledge, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, there
Yeah.
are things that I do that frustrate me, obviously, but I
Mhm.
don't like hate myself for them. I know that some of them are things I can't change.
Yeah,
Like one,
and
I'm
it's
4'11 and 3/4. I don't
things to
like that
work
all the
on.
time. But I'm not gonna
Like,
get mad at it.
What 11? What and 3/4?
I'm 4'11 and 3/4.
Okay.
Bro.
But height isn't. You don't change that.
I know. So
You
why would I
either
be mad?
eat your greens as a kid or not, and then you, right?
I have
Listen,
hormone
height-
deficiency, so I didn't
Oh,
even
that
ask.
sucks ass.
Is
You
height
know.
not genetics?
No, well, genetics determines how high. What? How tall you can be. Right.
Only I
And
can
then
determine how high I can
What
be.
you do,
Yeah.
exercise, eat, whatever, determines what you actually reach height wise. Like I'm
Really?
5'8.5".
Well, isn't it true that God could play dice and be like, "You're the tall guy now"?
I guess
Potentially, I don't
theoretically.
know. I've never seen it happen. I mean, you guys know Brian. He's in the music. Brian, what's his? I don't know if I should say his full name, but he's tall as shit. And I've never seen his parents, but actually I've never seen his parents, so I can't even say. Like, are they tall? Have you guys
My
seen his
brother's really
parents?
tall for no reason. Both
Well-
of my parents are like pretty short, and my brother's like.
What about your grandparents though? Back in the prime.
Both of my grandfathers are pretty tall, so that was definitely.
Okay,
different.
well then perhaps there's an
This-
underlying genetic code.
Yeah.
I knew this head of triplets in high school, and like the one girl was like 6 feet tall, and then her brother and her sister were both like 5'0".
Oh my god.
Well,
And they were
fraternal twins, right?
Oh my gosh.
They were triplets, so it was kind of weird.
I think I've already I've already showed this to Dan, but
What?
I think
Rob, you're so
I
funny.
feel like writing a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really feel like writing a song. We got to start with lyrics, okay? So this. Well, what kind of genre do you want to select?
Let's go with
X Factor song.
I can
No,
rap
let's
pretty
do
good.
metal. Let's do metal.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
do metal.
Both.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
guess we're doing-
Metal is so funny.
Are we singing about a man or a woman?
Let's sing about it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. 3
Mango.
adjectives.
That's
Mango
not-
is not an adjective.
I mean, that's
can
a
be.
color. Yeah.
I guess so. Flaming.
That's true, Dan.
Flaming.
Sluggish is a good one.
Oh,
Sluggish
yeah.
is an excellent one.
Virgo, flaming, sluggish.
Base,
3
Ball
singular
bat.
nouns. Devil
baseball
grim.
bat.
Gnome.
Did you say ball?
Baseball bat.
Fish.
No.
And I'm gonna say
Coronavirus.
cube.
Okay.
Coronavirus.
Oh.
Something you can master.
Sex.
It
Just
was at
put
the bottom of your
sex.
screen.
I was about to say fucking.
It says newest generation.
So something you can
coronavirus
pull.
A
activity.
hamstring.
So that you can smash
A
yo
bitch.
mama.
Yeah.
So you can twist
My ankle.
yo mama. Oh, something fast.
Your mom.
Me.
Me. Something terrifying.
Me. Yo, mama.
My mama. A number
3.14159. Just type in the whole thing.
negative 3.141592653.
35.
8979. 9. No.
Dan's like, you better get it
How
right.
do you
I'm
guys
gonna
know
kick your ass."
pie? What the fuck?
I-
Dan
Dan
just
has
knows
m-
pi. He just knows.
He knows pi.
I can recite the first 100 digits in about around
What's
13 seconds.
Artist
apparently
name.
Chrome recognized last time. I picked
Polar
polar
table.
table.
How about
But,
chronic
Illness.
something?
Migraine.
No, we can't do illness because that's an actual thing. We need like chronic
Illness.
Chronic.
something that's not normally chronic.
Chronic Sonic.
Chronic.
Sure, why not?
Right? Me, metal lyrics.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Fuck.
That's naughty. Just put a
Um,
Dickin. Can you put Dickin?
There we go.
that works.
Okay. Faster than a me. Terrifying my mama. Enraged and like a sea. He's half man and half ghost. Sex. Master of sex. I'm pulling your hamstring, twisting your yo mama and smashing your yo mama. Blinded by me, you can't see the king. Just call my name, cause I'll hear you laugh. Master. Just call my name, cause I'll hear you laugh. Master. Negative 3.141592653588979 is the number of the my mama. A mango ball nestled somewhere in time. A flaming fish, no warnings, no signs. Judgment Day and a sluggish coronavirus arrives. Eventually, they all commit crimes. The yo mama went smack. There was no use turning back, because I just had to see, was my mama watching me? In the midst, the yo
Becomes
mama
Italian.
twist. Was all this was swell, or just some kind of hell? Negative pi is the number of the my mama. Is it the end, my friend? Master, you're going round the bend. Half man and half ghost. No, please, no. Negative pi.
That was amazing. That's
I'm
so
gonna-
beautiful.
When you
I'm
said
gonna-
write a song, I thought you were about to pull a Muse score.
I can pull up Muse score.
I've actually, believe it or not, I've written a song recently. I've written so many songs recently, actually. One was for
Yeah.
school. One was,
I really struggle with writing songs because I went to music school, so I'm very competitive for no reason.
oh, no, you can write any kind of ass song. I make songs all the time. Go on my SoundCloud. No, I'm joking.
No, I do make songs all the time in my head.
Yeah,
Right.
you can put them down. Put them down on the
Well,
computer.
if we're gonna write a song, there's only one place to get lyrics. The generator. Do you guys want to write another one?
Yeah.
All right. What's a
potentially.
word to inspire our song?
Hydration.
Duck.
Hydration.
Your band name is Duck.
No.
Oh,
Hydration.
Don't
Band name?
Duck.
Duck.
Duck is a good band name.
What do you see?
That's for
That's
Duke.
amazing.
What?
Hydration. So we have to
Talk
pick.
about the perspiration.
So we need to.
dieting and dieting.
Reckless
which-
lactating?
Which one of these?
That's amazing. No, back to lactating. That has to be.
Okay.
That's like a metaphor.
We go
Right.
line by line.
Right.
So the first line is reckless lactating.
Your words
It's-
got.
Do reckless lactating a second
I
time.
mean, it might be toxic.
I miss your females. I miss your females. I miss your
DJ Catabolic in the house. All I have is feminine
DJ
thoughts.
female.
Thaws.
I just
Fails?
want to be
What
a
is
part
that?
of your chicas. That's so amazing.
Reckless lactating. I miss your females.
Hydration. Fails. Okay.
Because it
Fails.
rhymes with females. I see why. Well, you get me some scales.
You don't want to be
Retails.
stuck indoors breastfeeding.
You don't want to be stuck indoors breastfeeding. That's the one.
You don't wanna. You really don't wanna. Nah, hydration.
I'm hunting till
Toenails.
No, that was good. Yes.
Tunisian.
That's why I need one polygon.
What?
If anyone watches Snapcube out there, that polygon reference, that's funny. Anyway, dialysate.
Will you hold me tight?
What is dialysate?
Foregone
Yeah.
based on
Oh,
thought.
it's the dialysis of like a solution of pure water, like salt, and like it to pull toxins from the blood.
Like
Reckless
hydration.
lactating. I miss your females. Fails. You don't want to be stuck indoors breastfeeding. I'm husbanding till dawn.
Foregone on foregone based on
Foregone
thoughts.
based on thoughts, yeah.
Perfect.
Foregone. That sounds deep.
I know, right?
Mascots.
Massive.
Like, I miss your sheep. I miss your sheep.
I miss your sheep.
Wait, what was that one thing that said cervical?
Tuataras? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Do you mind if I steal a phoenix? DJ Cheaple, rock your mouse. That's quite random.
I miss
Nah,
your
nah.
sheep
That
and
Tuatara is a lizard.
I
Oh.
see.
We're learning
Yous
so
are
much through
not-
this experience.
you ain't
What?
never gonna be dirt cheap.
Ooh.
Period.
Okay. Let's make a new verse.
Don't like your mountain sheep. What?
It was an Omani.
Omani.
Texting at night. Did you guys see that
one? Be dirt cheap.
one?
Romani. Romani.
Romani.
Afghani.
Romani.
Scrawny.
Afghani, scrawny.
You feel tawny. I feel milky.
What is this, an Eminem rap?
We had some girls.
I know you
It's-
think I'm brawny.
Girls.
It's time we had
When I
some
go
girls.
excreting.
And silky.
But I've tried reddening before.
What's that one?
What? Silky or what?
No. I don't know.
Excreting.
But silky would rhyme with milky.
Right. Girls.
Okay. It's time we had some girls. Girls.
Girls.
Na hydration.
And now
I'm way
you're
too
just.
good at ransoming. I'm way too good at ransoming. I'm way too good.
Then you came with all your circumscribing.
Circumscribing.
Baby's got no harriers.
Some salt. What?
Nah,
What if I steal a
hydration.
gourd?
I miss your mums.
I'm milking till
Now I
dawn.
can't find the miscarriage without you. That's the one. Pick that
How
one.
do they?
I tried.
Undue thoughts?
Kinglets are not safe.
Bonking
And now
on
your
repeat.
bonking is on repeat.
Okay.
You must think
Okay.
I'm deaf.
Bonking.
You must think I'm deaf.
Your bonkers on repeat. And hydration. And that's the song.
Over delete.
Hydration. Duck.
Duck.
Reckless lactating. I miss your females. Tails. You don't want to be stuck indoors breastfeeding. I'm husbanding till dawn. Foregone based on thoughts. I miss your sheep. Nah, hydration. You ain't ever gonna be dirt cheap. It was an Omani. Be dirt cheap. Romani. Afghani. Scrawny. You feel tawny. I feel milky. It's time we had some girls. Girls. Babies got their harriers. Nah, hydration. Now I can't find the miscarriage without you. And now you're bonking is on repeat. Nah, hydration.
What the fuck?
I love it.
That's gold. I love it. Wow.
Cool. We've wrote brilliant songs.
Done it.
Now what do you want to
Yeah,
talk
that was
about?
fun.
That was the only thing on my subject list for the podcast.
You guys make any actual songs lately?
I had to make a composition for music theory.
No shit.
No,
kind of
my
song
favorite
is it?
artistic medium has been paint.
It had to be based off of Debussy.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
Based on what?
Professor Debussy, Claude Debussy, the composer.
That's how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
It's not Debussy.
No, it's not Debussy.
Debussy.
I did not know this.
Funny.
One who made Claire de Lune.
Yeah.
Holy
Claire
shit.
de Lune.
I might be stupid.
What? It makes sense because Claire de Lune and Debussy are French names.
Yep.
Oh, Hannah, you said
Debussy.
something about painting, didn't you?
Oh yes, all I do now is paint. Well, I mean, it's not all that I do. But I have been
Most you do.
painting a lot.
Why don't you show one off?
Okay, let me grab.
If you're comfortable with that.
I'll grab some. I'll grab them.
Okay.
Did you paint all those on your wall?
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, my friend painted this one.
That's pretty neat.
Oh my god.
This evil eye thing I drew just on the note card so I could just
The blue
fill up
one?
that space. Yeah. A bunch of them I just ordered on Amazon. Whatever. So
Yeah.
this is the one that I did most recently. I was high, whatever. I was listening to my Discover Weekly on Spotify, and I was trying to develop my synesthesia because I feel like that's been something that I can do. So
Your what?
here it is.
Synesthesia.
What
It
is
was just-
synesthesia?
Synesthesia is the condition where you can like hear music in color, or you can have
Oh.
numbers associated with colors, or days of the week associated with
That's
whatever.
neat.
You know, it's
Yeah.
really, really, really cool.
So that painting is that a car?
Yeah, I don't even know how I came to that because I was literally just listening to French rap, and next thing I knew, that was on the page.
Well, because cars are
Ooh.
universal.
Yeah, exactly. I
They have
guess.
cars
and
in
so
France.
is music, and so is
Yeah.
color. You know.
These are all true things.
You're just finding like a really obscure way to connect them.
And so is math, and so is language, and so is
The ocean.
And so are
Yeah.
hugs, guys. And so are hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
bring it
you,
in,
Rob.
guys.
Yeah. let's hug.
I'm just gonna.
Frank, you're
What?
such a party pooper. You won't even smile. You won't even hug. What is up, dude?
I
Participating in
am
the fun.
insulted that you would say that.
Well, you're smiling.
I am. I almost just fell
When
asleep.
you're
I'm really
smiling,
tired.
when you're smiling,
I had a fucking
everyone smiles
little
with
toy,
you.
a Halloween pumpkin stuffed animal with like a thing. You press the hand, and it would sing that song.
Yo.
How cute.
I know it's neat.
I love that song. I think about it every day, which is why I smile all the time.
Wow. I smile a
Yeah.
lot, guys. I promise. It's just it's been a rough day. Okay, I think
I
I get
get
it. I
it.
feel you. I feel
Dude,
you.
I'm just pulling your leg. I'm pulling your
Thank
hamstring.
my Steve.
just
Yeah.
tugging on it. Just
Tug it on.
But I'm not gonna have a hamstring. by the end of
Yaga.
this night.
We said Yaga.
I'm not gonna have a
Yaga.
hamstring no more.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
And it's your
Oh.
fault.
Snatched it. It's gone now. Long gone. Got your nose.
It's not our fault.
Oh, so it's my fault then.
No.
Yeah, you misplaced it. You lost it.
Where even is the hamstring?
I'm trying to guess.
Your leg?
It's
Your
and I
leg.
think it's what part of your? It's like the back of your thigh or something, back of your shin. Yeah, back of your
Honestly,
thigh.
Yeah, I
Guys,
think
Yes.
I could never be a
I learned it
surgeon.
last year. I learned
Ugh.
where it was because I thought it was like in your calf or something. I don't know.
No, it's in your
Hamstring. That's
leg.
definitely in your leg.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the lower
Oh, yeah,
leg.
Right.
yeah, that's
It's
in your
actually
leg.
Upper.
upper
Has to
leg,
be in your
yeah.
thighs.
No, it's
I'm so
back
right.
thigh. Yeah.
I was right. Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I learned this in elementary school, but then like they used like the same diagram on the test as the study guide, so I just memorized the letters of the
yeah.
study
Exactly.
guide down.
Wow.
Like, what are you even learning then? You know, school is so
Nothing.
stupid.
Yeah.
I don't care about anatomy.
The education
Right.
system has failed us.
Bro,
Uh,
it has in astronomical ways that I can't even begin to list.
There we go with the Astro again.
I mean, what
No, I'm
kind of-
Here we go with the Astro again.
You can't
what
catch.
with the stars and stuff?
It's a common theme throughout my life. Things seem to connect pretty quick.
Yeah.
stars.
You
No,
know, I've
um,
had that before too.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Should I set an
Um,
example or just leave it at that?
if you want.
No. Yeah,
I can't think of
spill.
an example.
Okay. Because I have
if
another
I do,
topic.
I'll come back. But okay, if I
Okay,
remember, I'll
so,
keep it on my mind. but go ahead.
Oh, Hannah, I found that painting really cool and really interesting because you said you painted it when you were like on cloud 11.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
That's two
and
above
there was
9.
this one time, like, okay, every single Friday I have a beer. And that is lit.
Congratulations!
Thank you. And every every week I look forward to that beer. I'm like, listen, bro, I just want to unwind and not be attached to this world for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just for an evening. And I have
Is that the beer there coming out? No,
it's
This
It's
soda.
Sunday. He's not
affiliated.
gonna drink on a Sunday.
Correct.
People asking this.
Right. So everyone who knows me knows that I play drums. And
This is so
so
true.
I go down to my drum pad because I'm anal retentive.
And you go
And
crazy.
I go
It's the
crazy.
best,
But
right?
when I drink a beer, my creative process is different.
It's
And
so
like,
fun.
yeah, it's weird. Like the next time I'm under the influence, I should go down and
Record.
write down what I make because like I started
No,
with
don't even try to write it down. Record it. That's the easiest thing to do because
That's right.
you can just sit there and then watch it when you're sober and be like, let me know.
What the fuck is that?
like what the hell was that?
Bro, I can't imagine drinking or smoking anything because I feel under the influence after I haven't
Listen,
slept
I do this
for a
shit.
few hours.
I have been intoxicated for the better half of my 21 years.
Oh my.
I mean, yeah, like you got to celebrate your 20s in some fashion, right?
Yes, and your whole life you gotta celebrate. I mean, I can't like. I'm
Bro, I
not
just buy a
condoning-
pack of Skittles when I want to
Listen,
celebrate something.
Never.
And I'm
will
not
I
shitting
ever
on
condone
anything.
substance abuse. However,
my-
I will say, in my case, it was pretty fucking fun for a while.
Yeah.
Till it wasn't
Sure.
anymore.
Everything's good in moderation. Even stress.
Yup.
Even stress
Yup.
can it makes your brain do something good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stress makes you productive.
Yeah, but
Also,
it
makes
can
me
also
wanna
ruin your
die.
life. Yeah.
Therefore, I smoke weed. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Level
No
it
more
out.
cortisol. But Hannah, when you said like no, for the rest of my life I'll be celebrating smoke. I just imagine like when you're like 70, you're like, okay.
Oh my
time
gosh,
to-"
wait, no. Let me tell you about my funeral.
No way. What?
I have it planned, okay, you guys? This is
Oh,
seriously
I
a
thought-
mind-blowing thing. Okay? Okay.
Go ahead.
It's not like I know how I'm gonna die. I'm telling this story completely as a joke. However, I
Okay.
am psychic in many other capacities. We can get into that later if we want.
Yeah, let's get into that after.
Okay. Okay, so my funeral, okay, it's gonna be when I'm really old, diagnosed with whatever terminal condition decides to take me out.
Oh, it's terminal.
Yeah, whichever one. I'm gonna.
She's
pull the plug.
decided her death. don't
Terminal
you know,
means
Frank?
the brain, right?
No,
I'm
terminal
going
just means
to
you can't. There's no
do
cure.
this
Like
on
it's
my
going
birthday.
to break you down.
Okay.
So
My
it'll
bad.
be the 4th of October. What a beautiful day. I'll have a party in my 6-story mansion with every single person I've ever met in my entire life.
What
There's going to be
year?
a ball pit. I don't know. Whenever.
I need a number.
Whatever.
Does this count as get to show up now?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
You
put
guys
that
are
on my
invited.
schedule. I'll put on my calendar.
You're certainly invited if you want to
80
come.
years from now, October
It'll be
4th,
really lit. I can't lie about it.
as a ball
It's
pit.
not
Right?
going to be 80 years from now because I'm not going to live to be 101. However, it might be around there.
2084.
There's a website where you
Yeah,
can
that's a
calculate
good
when you
guess.
will die. So 79. Peace
Hmm.
out. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, that's a Monday. Sorry, dude.
That's crazy.
Ooh, I work on Mondays in 80 years. So
During her funeral.
Well,
you
anyway,
can't
who
attend 'cause you'll
fucking
be working.
cares?
What was that?
Hopefully, we'll all be retired by then.
Yeah.
So pull up to my birthday party / funeral. Anyway, it'll be a birthday. It's gonna start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and everybody's gonna celebrate my existence with me for the last day of my life. Then I'm going to go upstairs, and with my best friends, I'm going to do every single drug ever that I can get my hands on. In a sequence that I do have planned already. And then I'm going to overdose on whichever one of those. So the fucking terminal disease can't get me. Fuck
then
you,
die.
terminal disease. And then I'm gonna die. My best friend is gonna call my coroner and my party planner. And my coroner is gonna prop me up at my front door like a Barbie doll like this. And then the party's gonna go on for a whole second day, and that's gonna be my funeral.
Oh my god.
And after that, whoever gets arrested has to deal with the drug money, has to deal with the getting in trouble for the drugs, and all the people who die because they also overdosed on my birthday.
Did you write anything in your will?
yeah.
I mean, I do have kind of a draft, a little.
A
It's
draft?
not
No
finalized.
kidding.
Pull up your Google Docs.
Just do you guys have wills drafted?
I mean,
Dude.
a little
I
bit,
saw a
just in case.
Snapchat thingy
I've
the
had
other
some
day.
close calls.
I don't plan to die anytime soon, which might be
No one does.
worse. Because then, what if I do? It's not planned. Who gets my shit? You know, like
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that I've had some close calls, so I want the stuff that I do have to be in good hands, you know?
that's good.
That's right. This is really depressing. Go on, Dan.
Oh, I saw like a Snapchat article that said like a lot of like Gen Z people or like millennials are writing wills and stuff, even though they have like nothing.
There's
And
no way for you to know what your future
Yeah,
financial
here's my
situation is going to be.
$20 inheritance.
Like the only
Well,
the only
I'm going to
reason
be famous and rich, and I've known that since I was 4 years old, and I forgot about that for a long time, and now I'm only remembering that I have
So
that
what-
power.
What are you gonna be famous for?
this
I'm an
podcast.
amazing singer.
This
No.
podcast-
I'm an
Yeah.
amazing singer. I'm a phenomenal artist. I'm great at everything that I do. So
Right.
why am I
So
not famous already?
There's that
is the
moon
thing.
sign again, right?
Yes. Yes.
You know
There you
what?
go.
That's the kind of confidence that we need. Okay, that like not a lot of people just like demonstrate that kind of confidence. That is quite cool.
What
Yeah.
do I say? I trust
Um,
myself, finally.
Yeah, it kind of is about trusting yourself, ain't it?
Yeah, it really is. It entirely is. And I
Like-
didn't trust myself for a while because I didn't have my ADHD diagnosis for so long. And then I like just constantly in my head was like, why am I doing everything badly? It's not me. It's because I wasn't drugged like I should be. Whatever.
I see.
Can we talk about the psychic thing
No,
now?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Thanks,
So,
thanks for roping that back in, Frank.
I am
Hannah,
very
spill.
psychic.
Then what am I
So
thinking about right now?
It's not psychic in that sense. Let me explain. It's really
You
complicated
can
stuff.
still try to guess.
Like That's So Raven, right?
What if
It
it
went
sounds
like
like works over
pizza to citrus to lemon. Now I'm thinking broadly of the color lemon / like citrus broadly. Something about fruit. Anyway,
You're incorrect. I was thinking about trees.
seriously?
Yeah.
See, I
thought
told
you
you.
were,
It's not
I thought you were
psychic
gonna
in
go-
that way.
I thought you were gonna go into vegetables, and I'm like, that's close.
It's not psychic in that way.
I see a
It's
leaf.
it's
Sick,
like
dog.
so my ear starts ringing, and I know it's not in a sort of like tinnitus way because I've had
I
it
was about to
checked
say
out.
tinnitus.
Because I've had it checked out multiple times, the fact that my ears ring, and there's no medical reason why. And when they do ring, it's like I can envision a word in my mind's eye very clearly, and then that word will come up again in like 20 minutes. You know?
Okay. So
Yeah, someone else saying it, or some other context making it happen, or like one time my roommate and I were getting her car out of the parking garage that we parked on, and I pointed in this direction for no reason, literally just because I saw something that I liked, and this car that we didn't see came out from behind that lane and almost hit us, and I pointed there literally 2 seconds before, you know? So it's stuff like that, and that happens really, 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 really often.
Yeah.
You're like the
I
main
think
character
about
of a
stuff.
novel.
I know. I think about stuff, and then it really does just happen, and it's so weird.
Yo, are you familiar with the book series Savvy?
Not really. I don't like.
Okay,
don't
I
really
might
do
have
much.
said it already, but I think it's so fucking cool. You ready? So, in this book, there's a rule to this universe where if you turn 10, 11, or 12, or I think it's 10 years old. If you turn 10, you wake up that next morning after your birthday with a power, and you're going to spend a couple weeks like discovering it, like at most. Like some people
That's so
get up
cool.
out of bed flying, other people like shoot lasers through their eyes.
I hope
And
that's true.
Yeah, some people
Hope that's true. It's obviously not true. No, everyone here is past 10.
Dude, what if it's a different age?
maybe it hasn't kicked in
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, I just,
Or maybe.
Frank,
Sleep
everyone
raging.
knows you have the
whoa,
power to
whoa.
shoot yogurt out of your armpits.
I
Okay,
wish.
so
Just
you
gotta
know what I
try.
think in regards to powers and
No,
stuff?
I don't wish that. Yeah.
I think that we all came out with like super intuitive gifts that we did have as children, but over the course of time, we've had to adjust to reality and have to like submerge to like the patriarchy and
Submerge.
bullshit and whatever the fuck, and become what they want us to be instead of intuitively what we feel like we should become. And then I feel like in our 20s, we're like obviously all stressed out by everything. And then we have all these mental breakdowns in our 20s. And then we come back to that initial intuitive, like,
In our 30s
yeah. You know what I'm
or
saying?
like late 20s.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Maybe that's why when people turn 30, they suddenly don't care what people think of them.
Exactly.
Because
I don't
they're
care
like
right now.
I don't
I don't
care
fucking,
anymore.
I literally give no shits. Do you guys want to hear something so funny? I want to
Yeah.
get,
Well,
I want to get my teeth bedazzled so bad. These ones.
With glitter.
With like I just want them like diamond encrusted. I don't know.
oh my
But-
god.
And
For the
every
diamonds.
single person that I know has told me, no, do not do this. Don't do this. This is so stupid.
Well,
and
what
you
kind
know
of
what my response is every single time?
what?
I
Fuck
don't
you.
care.
I'm gonna do it anyway because I think it's fly. That's all.
Sure. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
people get gold
I
teeth,
have
right?
Yeah, I have a question about that. So how encrusted? Like, is it just one diamond per tooth, or like what are we talking here?
Probably just one diamond per tooth, honestly.
Okay.
But
How
I do
you-
want grills eventually later on in my life as well.
Think.
As a side piece, just to like.
I'm not saying no, but I'm saying think about how you're gonna clean them, right?
Right.
But see, they're temporary. They only last 6 months.
Really?
Yeah, and you
Oh,
can do them
okay.
yourself. I just don't trust myself to do it, and
Oh.
I need a lot of like help. So I would rather have a professional do it and have it last for as long as possible. They're really simple. Like they're whatever, you know.
Hmm.
Just a little diamond on my tooth. Whatever.
Yeah, it reminds me of like those magnetic earrings you get on the boardwalk.
Exactly.
It's like
like
clip.
those stupid like little sticker ones that the girls would get in like 2nd grade. I love
Oh
them.
my god.
Love those.
It's like I have a smiley face.
Exactly.
What was I? Oh, right. So, like, continuing on the story of Savvy, it sounds like you're like a character in Savvy who like points out stuff and like predicts things like before they're gonna happen,
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's some crazy powers. Now there's a character, and Dan is gonna like this. I've told this to Dan before.
Pasta?
His name, Dan, can you guess his name?
You already told me about this though.
Yeah,
So
it's a word. It's a word you like to say.
I know it's fish.
Fish. His name is Fish. I'm not kidding. His name is
I love
Fish.
fish.
Nickname
And
or
his actual name is Fish. And his power is whenever he gets angry, a storm brews right then and there. And like people have to work to soothe him, or else an actual hurricane is gonna happen.
That's
Or like an
crazy.
actual tornado, like thunderstorm. It's really
that's a
fucking cool.
liability, right?
Oh, for sure, easily. That's
Like-
so cool.
But-
Imagine
but,
if
like-
our emotions really could like do that. Maybe
Like,
energetically
modify-
they do. Maybe
You
they
modify
do.
weather patterns. Well, I mean, like, what's a human compared to an actual like front? You know, it stretches for miles. Breezes go until they hit Africa, and they still
Mhm.
don't stop. They go around the world, and it's a huge thing. So I think if you if you got 7.5 billion people and put
to
them right
blow.
here right now, yeah, or got them all really angry at the exact same time, I
would
wonder if that'll
happen?
change the weather.
Like an earthquake or something. That's
A big
nuts.
old battle, a big old fist fight. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Men, women, and children just.
I would try to run away.
The ultimate battle.
I'd be like,
Uh,
aliens, guys, come get me now.
And the aliens are like, "Nah, you guys are weird." Like,
Please, I feel like I'm one of you. Please.
one of us.
Dude, it's so crazy. I actually have theories about me being an alien because I'm Egyptian and the pyramids are way before their time.
Wait, say that again.
Do you want to hear the theory?
You said pyramids are before aliens.
No, like they're way before
Yeah.
when we could have built something like that, you know?
Yeah.
But clearly
Here's the
not,
theory.
because they built that. That's what I always say. It's like people, okay, and I believe in aliens even
I
to
love
some
it.
degree, but like it was way before anyone could ever do it. It's like they're there
Here,
already.
let me tell you my theory. Let me tell you my theory.
Sure,
okay?
go ahead.
So the theory is aliens came down to Earth and they were
Yes.
like, "Hey, you guys, what's up? We want to build this cool thing.
They said that
It's
to a T.
just gonna like keep us connected to you guys because the way that the pyramids are built as well have so many like they line up with the horizon. They match up with certain stars. It's incredible the way that they were built so precisely and so like I don't understand how they did that, you know? But I feel like the aliens have something to do with why they were built so with an intention in mind, you know? Anyway, aliens came down, did their thing, and they fucked the Egyptian people and then wiped their memories. And then all the Egyptian people got pregnant with alien human hybrid babies that were all
Okay,
Egyptian looking.
and you're one
therefore-
of them in the
Yes,
future?
because both of my parents are Egyptian and nobody else in my bloodline is from anywhere else.
So you're saying all of the Egyptian people are aliens too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're an
not-
alien.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that is an alien. Oh my god, guys. Wait, we have an alien on the podcast.
We're gonna hit it big time.
Well,
one
Guys,
else.
we have an alien on. Oh my god, tell me everything.
It's pretty cool. Sometimes I'll close my eyes and I'll just envision the pyramids in my head and I'm teleported to an alternate
Dude,
dimension.
I can imagine
Is
the
that
pyramids
true?
too.
No,
We're just making that up right now. Okay.
making it.
No, if she really
I
wanted
would
to,
not
she could
be
teleport to the
surprised at
pyramids,
this
dude.
point.
I
see
have
a
astral
lot of-
projected before.
Dude,
Oh,
you
where
can
to?
save the pyramids. Were you not listening?
No,
I've been listening. I think it was heaven, but in my acid
Okay.
trips, I've seen some crazy shit as well. And in my
See,
dream
see.
trips.
Are you high right now?
Astral projection wouldn't. If you okay,
And
I
can
could be
lucid
wrong.
dream.
I love the
All that.
astral projection memes.
but if you can astral project to somewhere, can't you be seen in that place?
No,
I don't
No.
because when you astral project, you're
Well,
on a
then
different plane that's not
you're
visible
just-
to humans.
That's just imagining a place.
No, I don't think it's imagining.
It's
Okay.
being
Because
there.
it's
but
a
your
physically
soul-
different feeling. It's like
Yeah,
you
because
can't
it's a
just
different-
sit there and meditate for 2 minutes and then expect to astral project. That's not gonna happen.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to meditate for at least an hour, right?
Not even an hour.
2 hours.
More than an
Longer.
hour. So
You have to
actually,
start small and then work into bigger increments. And then when you can finally sit in yourself with that sort of silence and that sort of empty-headed focus on absolutely nothing, when you're
Yeah.
only channeling good, when you're inhaling good energy and exhaling bad energy. I know that sounds so cheesy.
But if you're exhaling
seriously,
bad energy, then it's just in the air now. You can inhale it
you're
again.
no, you're you have to imagine
No.
that it's
because the only thing you're inhaling is good energy, Frank.
yeah, you're converting it.
Now, coincidentally,
Yeah.
coincidentally, I just got out of a Zoom meeting with Peyton last night where
my
he
God,
was
love
telling
it.
me an astral projection story. Peyton Cole.
Peyton astral projects too?
Yes, he
I
did.
wouldn't put it
Crazy.
past him.
So there was this one time where he astral projected and he was like having such trouble sleeping and he just closed his eyes and he felt his body like really warm, tingly, and relaxed melt into his bed and
Yep.
he felt the image of he saw the image of his kitchen. He just really focused on every detail of his kitchen. Like some people
Mhm.
count
I
sheep.
remember he was telling me this before.
Yeah.
Well, I
So,
mean, you
yeah,
see,
so
that's kind of like lucid dreaming. They're kind of the same in a lot of ways. Astral projection is like a physical whole soul leaving your body sort of thing.
that's what Peyton said because
Yeah, right?
he went to like reach for the refrigerator door handle, but like if this is the door handle, he was like his hand went
Right.
Like a
through it,
ghost.
and he couldn't
Crazy.
he couldn't like grab onto the handle because he was a soul. He wasn't attached to the
He
physical
left
plane.
his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah,
That's
and then it
I
was
wanna do-
just and then what's freaky, okay, what's freaky is that he was like trying to grab the refrigerator handle and he heard a child laughing and like laughing at him because he couldn't open the door handle. And then he searched for bits of evidence that confirm this, and in a lot of astral projection experiences,
Mhm.
other people have seen other souls.
I
And
know,
it's like, is there
wait,
is there
that's
some
scary.
of that? Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like
it's sleep paralysis and like lucid dreaming. They're all kind of similar things to that too. Just sleep paralysis is like the demonic, really bad, scary version of it.
Peyton told me about his one sleep paralysis experience once.
I get really bad sleep paralysis
Very-
sometimes.
Apparently, they
Wake
were.
up so bad.
I've never gotten sleep paralysis. Well, no. Yeah,
I don't
know.
I would not wish it on a single soul.
I
It's
didn't. No, I
horrifying.
have not. I have not. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't really lucid dream that much anymore.
Mm.
But like when I found out lucid dreaming was a thing, like I realized that I just assumed that everybody could always control their dreams because that's all I ever
Right?
experienced.
I know, right?
I only lucid dreamt until I learned what lucid. Like I don't know. Like I haven't been able to lucid dream that much anymore. But like up until like I was like 16 or 17, like that's all I ever had. Like I didn't have a single non-lucid dream.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so crazy that like once we're aware of something that happens, I feel
Mhm.
like sometimes it
goes
goes
away.
away.
Yeah.
It's like when we
Um,
point out our intrusive thoughts, they
Mhm.
disappear. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's a similar
Yeah.
thing.
it kind of pulls you back to reality because you don't have any evidence not in support of it.
Exactly.
I think that's yeah. So that reminds me of you guys are probably gonna laugh. There was this lucid dreaming experience I had, and it's so silly. It's really if I were to lucid dream, that's the kind of thing I would dream of. You ready? So
Mhm.
one time I was on the lucid dreaming subreddit and I was like, okay, I think I've got this down. It's time for me to
Yeah.
try it out. So I took my melatonin and I went to bed and I'm like, come on, brain, just come up with something like lucid
Mhm.
dream. And then like the moment in my dream that I could like raise my hand and look at it, I shot awake and I'm like, no, I will get this down. I will nail this. I will do this. So I fell asleep again. And you know when you summon a 3D model with a black background, like you can see the model perfectly. Yeah. So it's like it's not darkness, but it's darkness. So I was in that darkness, and I wasn't like scared. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm looking around in this darkness, and I'm like, I want to summon something. You ready? So I summoned. The first thing that came to mind was a canister of carbon dioxide, like a CO2, like with a valve.
That's funny.
So it's just a can of CO2, and then I'm
Jaws?
like, and yeah, I guess so. And so like I summoned it. It's like twice the size of a soda can, right? And so I'm like, I want to do something with this. I want to break it. So like I used my mind and I looked at it, and it's like, and then it like shot around.
Funny.
And then my dream ended because I got so excited. And I'm like, no, I want to do that again, but I couldn't do it again. It was just CO2 canister. Lame.
You want to know a really funny dream I had one time?
What's up?
It was all of my ex-boyfriends at Six Flags at like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, the arcade game section where they're like, where you like can like play games and then win like stuffed animals and stuff.
Where?
So it was that part of Six Flags, with all of my ex-boyfriends at 4 o'clock in the morning, right?
You knew the
There's
time?
a trampoline. Yeah. There was a trampoline, and they were all on it, and they were like, Hannah, come get on the trampoline. So I was like, okay, guys, whatever. I get on the trampoline, and they all start throwing hot dogs at me.
That's awful. Why would they do that?
That's terrifying. It was so weird. I was I didn't like happy you guys.
Okay, not to derail things.
It was so
Wait,
weird.
this isn't derailing things. I'm still talking about dreams here. Maybe you guys can help me make sense of this. But I had a dream once.
Oh, I'm so good at dream analysis. Yes, tell me.
Wait, I've had so many dreams that I want analyzed. Would you be willing to do that?
Of course, yeah.
Dude, I have
Okay,
an app
my
for
first one. It was my my family car at the time, with my dad driving, my two brothers. We would sit in the back. I would sit in the middle, and my one brother would be to the left and the other to the right, and we were in the car. We were riding in a road, and it's completely dark on all sides. There are trees lining the street, and there are no other cars on the road, and we were driving, and no one's talking. And then suddenly there's a tunnel, and then as we enter the tunnel, it's as if a force field, we just went through it, and the car is still being driven, but everyone else except me has disappeared, and my brother on my right side has been replaced with like a ghost of some kind that it's not of anyone I recognize. And then I get scared, right? But then I realized it was a dream, and I woke up instantly.
I've had some dreams like that.
Yeah. What's that about?
Okay, so a car symbolizes where you get your like energy, like what fuels you in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's also like the definition of sort of like ego in your dream. It's how you get around, obviously, you know? Okay. So think of that in this sort of dream world sense. How do you get around in your life? How do you navigate that, you know? And then you said tunnel.
Yeah, we went through a tunnel, and it was like a paper thin tunnel, really, because it was just this like force field that I went through, and once it was like this wave of like purple, right? And once we went through, everything was different, and things were shaky. I'm remembering more details right now. After we went through it, things started shaking a little bit, and there was like a kind of scary low-pitched humming noise.
Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So tunnels usually symbolize the entryway into a new phase of a person.
Myself or someone else?
If you're saying that there was like a tunnel and it was like it got scary.
Yeah, after.
Then it could have been like a sleep paralysis demon trying to get at you through the dream, especially since you said your brother turned into a ghost you didn't recognize.
Yeah, well, not turned into as much as replaced by.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've had some dreams like that, and I've figured out that's what that was, you know?
Okay.
So I have this dream interpreting app, and so to dream that you're going through a tunnel suggests that you're exploring aspects of your subconscious. You are opening yourself to a brand new awareness. Alternatively, it indicates your limited perspective, as in the phrase tunnel vision. Are you
Wow.
being closed-minded or narrow-minded in some issue? Was there a light at the end of that tunnel?
In the car,
No.
the ego.
It
You're
went
being
right through the
driven
tunnel. It
by-
was still dark. It was still nighttime.
Being driven by how much you think you know, sort of thing.
Yeah. This
Oh.
was during my real depressed state in high school, so that would make sense, I guess.
So,
Yeah.
so if you're if you're the passenger of a car, then you're taking a passive role. If you are in the
this makes so
backseat of
much
the
sense.
car, then
Right.
it indicates that you're putting yourself down and allowing others to take over. It may be a result of low self-esteem or low self-confidence. I'm not speaking
Therefore,
for you. This is just
depression.
reading the words.
It
No,
makes
it was
sense.
it was
adds
true
up.
time. Yeah.
Overall, this dream symbol is an indication of your dependence and degree of control you have in your life.
At that
Um,
point.
Which is weird, because that's kind of exactly how I felt.
Right?
So that I wasn't
Isn't
being
it so
proactive in
crazy
my own
how
life.
dream analysis is
Yeah.
so accurate and so strange?
Okay,
So weird.
another
Um,
one now. This. Rob, you had something else to say?
Yeah, so to see your father in your dream symbolizes authority and protection. It suggests that you need to be more self-reliant.
Makes sense.
Consider
Yeah.
your relationship with your father and how aspects of his character may be incorporated within yourself.
Interesting.
Isn't that so sick?
Yeah.
Want me to analyze the ghost?
Yeah, you can. The ghost is definitely a major aspect.
To see a ghost in your dream represents something that is no longer obtainable or within reach. It indicates that you're feeling disconnected from life and society. Try to figure out what the ghost wants or what it's looking for. It may also be a calling for you to move on and abandon your outdated modes of thinking and behavior.
Again, so true.
Or it could be a sleep paralysis demon. That's if you want to look at
Are
it.
there, now,
through
when you
the
say sleep
drug-
paralysis demon, do you mean a literal physical
Yes.
thing in
Yeah.
real life?
Yep.
Like a paranormal
Yep.
being? Okay.
Yes. Think about it. If astral projection is real and Peyton saw that kid laughing at him, you know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
Peyton heard that kid laughing at him in a different plane, who is to say that sleep paralysis non-exists? I have woken up with bruises from my sleep paralysis.
That is horrible.
I've been physically suffocated by my sleep paralysis demons before, you know? And it's like all of this shit is real, and it's all about how willing you are to receive it, how willing you are to receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of the moments of Peyton's dream, like one time he had a spoiler alert. Peyton had a dream of like from under his covers, like a collection of black. Yeah, a collection of black hands like suffocated him, and he woke up almost not being able to breathe. It was interesting to hear.
That's wow.
Yep.
I had a dream once, and the dream I had two things actually, multiple things now because
I was about to get a cat. Hold
ahead.
on, let me just say this quickly.
Sure, go ahead.
To further validate, I was going to get a cat. I did end up getting this cat, but anyway, there was a black cat in my dream. And obviously, you know, black cats have the stigma that they do. And this cat had red eyes. And this cat was talking to me all mean in my dream. And I woke up so terrified. I was so anxious. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:33. Whenever I know I'm about to get sleep paralysis really bad, it's 3:30 in the morning. Witching hour. Everything, it's all connected. I can't mess. Anyway,
want me to analyze that black cat?
Yeah, sure.
No, I figured out what it was. I got it.
Are you sure? I can
I'm
guarantee
pretty
you haven't heard this description.
Okay, tell me.
Black symbolizes the unknown, the subconscious, danger, mystery, darkness, death, mourning, rejection, hate, or malice. But the color invites you to delve deeper into your subconscious in order to gain a better understanding of yourself. More positively, black represents potential and possibilities. It's like a clean or blank slate. Now, if it's saying bad things about you, I think that's a bad, that's a bad sign.
And it was like at a really, really, really bad point in my life as well. And I had just seen It Too, and I was crying my eyes out the entire movie. I couldn't watch it. I'm terrified of clowns now.
Yeah, I'm a wuss. I don't do horror movies.
Yeah, same. Can't. Frank,
Hey, what's
you
up,
go.
Frank?
Yeah, sure. Many years ago, I was in elementary school, middle school maybe. I had a dream that and it played like a fucking Goosebumps episode. It did.
Mm.
I had a dream our family had inherited a piano that we just plopped in our living room. We said, okay, this is interesting, right? Nice piano. Everyone played a little tune, and I was like, wow, that's nice. But then I went to bed in the dream, and I couldn't sleep because the piano was playing. It was a whole piano, right? And then in the dream, this continued for multiple nights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, this is awful. Then I woke up in real life, and I swear for a split second of conscious
it?
awakeness, I still heard the piano. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that
Bro.
about?
Past lives. That's
Past lives?
Yeah, that's a real thing too.
Now, this
Wait, but what
is,
does this mean? What is this? Was I a
so-
piano player in a past life?
No,
So,
someone in your life was.
it
Someone you
wasn't.
probably loved. Seriously.
In my
was-
past life?
Yeah.
It wasn't you who was playing the piano, so you were hearing the
No,
sound.
I was
so
hearing
to
a
dream
sound
that,
of it.
so to dream that you were hearing the sound of a piano suggests harmony in your life. You're pleased with the way life is going.
But it was a very unpleasant dream. It was more clamorous banging on the keys.
Oh, to dream that
Yeah.
the piano needs to be tuned indicates some aspect of your life is in discord. You need to devote more time to a relationship, family duties, project, or other situation.
I don't know what I was doing at the time. I was just more focused with like, why did I hear it when I was awake?
That
For
could
a
be a
split
past
second.
life. I'm serious.
But what?
That's, like,
Elaborate on that. What does that mean?
So
Well, that means
I
someone
know-
was reincarnated as
past
you,
life
Shirley.
I know with
Are
the concept of
obviously-
past lives.
I know they're pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I know that I've lived multiple, and I know that in mine I was a monk for a while.
Okay.
I
Excuse
dedicated
me?
my life to spiritual practices of some kind. I was
I
a
see.
creative in another, and I got my art stolen from me a bunch, and I didn't get credit for my work. I hated the government in a
That's
past
tragic.
life, and so on and so forth. I did lots of shit in my past lives, and they kind of do dictate the way that I am in this one. And I didn't even know about all this stuff until a while ago, and it all is like concrete stuff. Past lives can be like shown to us through dreams or random memories that we feel like are not ours, or if you ever have felt drawn to a place for no reason, then that's like your past life. That's one of them. Or if there's a person that you've met in an instance that you felt like you've known for 1,000 years, that's one of your soulmates. All that stuff is so real. It's how willing you are to receive that knowledge that dictates what you do with it, you know?
Wait,
Yeah.
what was that part about soulmates?
If you've met a person and immediately felt like you've known them for 1,000 years, your entire life, then that was one of your soulmates.
In my opinion, I feel
crazy.
like a blank slate. I
You
don't.
feel like a new one?
I really feel like a new one. What could come before me? You know, there's no telling.
You!
Wait, but I'm still a little confused.
So-
How does hearing a piano after a
Wait,
dream
wait.
dictate past life?
Because maybe in that dream, it was someone in your family in your past life, you
Who
know,
had a piano?
who had a
Does-
piano, someone that you know. So you
Yeah.
usually in this
Is-
life would wake up to hearing that piano, you know?
Is there music in your
Maybe
blood?
maybe it was your kid. You
In
know what
my
I'm saying?
My
Yeah,
kid?
your family
'Cause-
line.
Oh man.
Why is it like your actual family line though?
I
It's
don't
not.
know.
Yeah.
I don't
It
think
has nothing to do
anyone-
with like
Yeah,
your
it has
bloodline.
nothing to do with that.
Yes, because reincarnations is you're a
It's
random
energy.
person now, right?
Reincarnation has everything to do with energy,
Yeah.
not about blood.
That's
When I was-
interesting.
Kid, I was convinced like I had been I guess that the reincarnation can work with other animals as well. I
Mhm.
guess. So like I was convinced like I was like a dog in a past life or something. And I would talk about
I
it.
feel that
I
you
used to
have
talk
like a
about it
very
all the
dog-like
time.
personality for some
I used to
reason.
talk about that all the time. And like I knew all of my neighbors by their dogs.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. Then.
No, because
And you
dogs
know-
are very different.
connected with them though, but like I felt like I connected with them and stuff.
No, of course.
And
Yeah.
That's crazy.
like, I was
That's like me
literally,
with butterflies.
was
Butterflies
literally,
are really
like,
my thing.
3 years old. Like I was literally 3 years old. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so
Right.
adorable. Exactly. And since it was in childhood especially. Yes. Yes, that's what it is.
And also, this was really. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that there was something recent. Have you ever like? I never had this like experience before, but like I saw like my theory professor mentioned this guy from like he was like some poet in like the 1800s, I think, or some 1800s, and like so I decided to look this guy up for no reason. Like I was just like, I wonder who this guy is, and then I looked up and I saw a portrait, and I don't know. It's weird because you have to envision yourself, but like what you actually look like is not how you envision yourself.
Yes, yeah.
This was terrifying. This
I know.
exactly what I look like to me in my mind. This is terrifying. It's scary.
That could be a past life thing too. There was a girl who was like
so
14 who like went on this past life forum that I found one time, and she was talking about how she thought she was Alexander Hamilton in a past life. Keep in mind, this girl was like 14. No, she was 14, okay? And she was
but 14-year-olds really like Hamilton.
I know. Yeah, but this was a long time before that she wrote this.
Are you sure?
You know?
Okay.
Yes. And she was talking about how she thought she was Hamilton because she was always attracted to that type of fashion. She was always thinking at the sort of like linguistic capacity that he was when nobody else her age was, you know. And she
I'm not convinced. When people say there's someone famous in the past life, I automatically
see it. I mean, like, look at all the famous people that lived before us, you know.
Well, yeah, but like
we could be one of them.
But Alexander Hamilton's probably some random kid in like India right now with the population there, you know.
Maybe
like chances are. Or fuck it, all animals, right? He's like a slug or something.
He could be anywhere. All I know is
he could be anyone.
In past lives, I was a monk at one
point. I'm just saying objectively, this discussion raises more questions than answers.
It does.
No,
right?
yeah,
It
obviously.
really does. This is why I'm
stop
minoring in philosophy.
So what does this past life talk say about what you believe is past this life?
That's a good question. Another life.
I think
clearly.
is past this life. What I think is past it. I think elements of all of the traditional religions can be true in this way. Like how in Buddhism, obviously reincarnation comes from that. But I also think that I will go up to heaven, wait a while, and then make the conscious choice to maybe come back. I know that I've been good in this life, so I know that I'm going up.
I want to live again. I want to know what it's like to eat
or maybe in this life I'm going to achieve my nirvana and I'll never come back.
This is like when you beat Zelda and they're like
maybe I'll go
plus,
to Venus.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like,
I have so many theories about it. Maybe I'll go to Venus. I've always felt connected to Venus as the planet.
Why would you go to Venus though? Nothing lives on Venus right now.
It's the planet of love and beauty.
She would.
But nothing. What are you going to be? An energy particle?
Yes. Or
she's going to be a happy little atom bouncing off of other atoms.
But I thought it was only living things.
And they're all named Adam.
Atoms. Exactly.
But as someone who is a general Christian, not part of any church, I just think I'll go to heaven. There have been here's an interesting. It's like the coin flip side of what you're saying is like those near-death experiences where people like they see a glimpse of heaven and it's fantastic. It's the very like how they react is like, oh my God, I can't describe it. And then like God like doesn't say a word and he points back to their unfinished business on earth and they're like, oh shit, I have kids.
Okay, so
and then they go back and then they live until they die and then they're like, this is familiar. I just think it'll be interesting.
People used to say in general seizures are being possessed by a demon.
I know, it's crazy.
Which I hope isn't the case. My girlfriend gets seizures sometimes.
I know.
First of all, Frank, I didn't know. You're gonna have to spill that tea to me later. But second of all,
Okay.
We believe in the modern day world that seizures are an electrical rewiring of the brain, whether habitual or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's only theoretical because the brain is the most complex thing.
They
in the-
But
can't
think about
study
it.
it.
Still, think about it.
Dreams?
An electrical rewiring of the brain could still mean another entity taking it. You know, in a
I don't know.
rewiring in it sense. You know.
Well, where is it trying to take over from? Within?
Your soul.
Yeah. You know, could be
I don't
great.
know.
It could be. That's so nuts. We don't know what we don't know, and we don't know so much.
We are just floating on a rock in space.
At the end of the day, that's all.
And
we
I'm happy to be
I'm,
here.
Me too. Bless up.
That reminds me of some Switchfoot lyrics. Hold on.
Yeah. Before we continue, I gotta say, Hannah, you would love this Netflix show called The Midnight Gospel.
I'll write it down.
Talks a lot about these types of things.
Nice.
Well, not like possessions and stuff, but like, oh man, spiritual things.
I love talking about theology and
Clearly.
I love
fake ass, fake
Science.
everything.
Do you
I
don't
like
think
talking
anything
about big
exists.
asses too. I love a big butt.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I cannot lie.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I believe in
You
everything
don't feel
else.
so strong about it, it's just an I guess.
I don't feel so strong about it, but at the
Okay.
same time, I believe in so much other fake bullshit, so I have to
So, yeah,
believe
you might
in
as
Bigfoot.
well.
You know?
You'd be a hypocrite not to.
Exactly,
okay?
exactly.
So those Switchfoot lyrics were like, we're still chasing our tails in the rising sun, and our dark water planet's still spinning in a race where no one wins and no one's won.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
Wow,
will we
okay.
ever figure it out?
I don't know.
I think John Foreman, by
It's-
singing that line, he just did.
Yeah. Honestly, it's almost beautiful in a way that no one will ever truly know. Mostly
Right?
because I don't feel like
I
I'm
think
missing
it's
out
pretty.
on anything because
Right. I just
know?
think that it's so fun to make stuff up, and I
Yeah,
always wake
I
up
make
so
stuff
early, so I
right
have so
now.
much time to make stuff
Yeah,
up.
like
And
everyone.
who knows? Oh my gosh, what if I'm right? That would be the greatest joy in the world.
yeah, you die and then you get like, okay, here's what you were right about.
I'd be like, holy shit, I knew it all along.
And then like all the people with like the coexist bumper stickers were like, hey, everyone's right.
And then God appears to you in an apparition. He says Wario is a real person, and you're like,
I'm
what?
like,
And then-
I knew
You know,
that
the-
too.
what if-
These are
what
the
if-
things you didn't know potentially.
What if Wario is in heaven?
What if
right
Wario
now?
is one of us? Just a
What
slob
if
like
Wario-
Wario.
Frank, based on the
one of
color of your shirt, I'm starting to think that you are Wario.
Oh please, don't.
You
flatter
got a
me
you got
like
a
that.
pink nose. Yellow
I
looks
love
great on you.
Waluigi. Waluigi is one of my kings.
I'll be honest. The hype for Waluigi, I ain't seen it. I used to, but he
I
ain't.
love
He
him.
doesn't do anything. Waluigi is supplementary to Wario. Wario's the
Excuse
I
real
me?
love
one.
Waluigi because he's
Excuse me?
lanky and evil. There's something about that is mysterious and intriguing.
To
I'm
like
so about it.
date Waluigi.
To
I'm
be
not
fair,
saying that I
Wario's
date him.
mysterious too.
Okay.
Wario's
Wario
not
puts
my
it all
type.
out there. He's not very mysterious.
The only thing
his
he
shtick.
puts out there are his
He's
farts.
greedy. He's greedy.
Exactly. Yeah. No, not my type.
Is
You know.
he's a slob a little bit. He goes treasure hunting.
I really, really, really feel like Waluigi is the brains of their operation.
No, well they don't. Look, the thing is, they don't have an operation. People don't realize this. Waluigi is only in the sports games. They're not even brothers.
What
Like,
are they then?
Okay.
I don't know.
I confirmed
Maybe they were fucking
this.
the same girl.
No. I confirmed
maybe they're fucking
this
each
with-
other.
That would be funny. That would be great. They are a gay couple. I support
Guys,
that
it's
theory.
Justin Bieber's
But-
birthday. Happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday, Bustin'
Best
Jeeber.
wishes.
So
Thanks for watching the
Dan,
ROBCast.
Dan,
Yeah.
you were there with me when we confirmed that Waluigi was a test tube baby.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Elaborate.
and that's all we know.
That he was a test tube baby.
Yes.
People theorize that he is Waluigi is like a character played by who Waluigi really is, because
That's so
you know,
funny.
because Wario needed a tennis partner, right? That's why they invented
Yeah.
Waluigi,
Mm-hmm.
and he hates Luigi because Wario hates Mario, right?
Yeah.
And like what?
Why do they hate each other? What happened?
Well,
What's the
okay.
beef?
The origin of Wario
Mario.
is that I think he was jealous of Mario, right? So in
Yes.
For
Mario
what?
Land, because after the events of Mario Land 1, where Mario saves Daisy, actually, Wario Land 2 happens, and Wario steals Mario's castle
Damn.
to make it his own castle.
This is some mean shit. Where's
I don't
Peach
know.
in all this?
Doing something else, like probably I don't know. She's not
So-
in this game.
Imagine.
So
Peach
Waluigi,
and
Waluigi's
Luigi are
birth
hooking up
name.
backstage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Waluigi's birth name is Jimmy Papadopoulos.
Where are you getting this
Beautiful.
from?
Google.
Greek.
No, that can't be the fucking.
No, this is
He's
yeah,
Greek.
this is
That's so
from
amazing.
the Nintendo fandom. Fantendo.
No, that's fan games. That's not real.
That's so funny that he's like.
I'm gonna believe it until you give me solid evidence saying no.
Well, this isn't the official Mario Wiki. This is just the
Yeah,
not
until
official.
I hear that Waluigi's not Greek, I'm gonna believe that he is.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
Greek?
we're using the method of
Opolis.
tenacity here.
Oh, you know,
Opolis, that
before
ending,
before they made they just converged them all to be Italian, right? But before that, Wario was supposed to be German, actually. Isn't that interesting?
oh my goodness.
Make of that what you will, I guess.
So what about his garlic diet? Is that attached to
Insinuating
any?
that they're like
nationality?
vampires?
Not really.
No.
I mean, Mario eats
Vampires
what,
die
pizza?
with garlic.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I
he's,
know.
well,
But
he is not a vampire.
no, wait. So wait, they're trying to get at. Never mind.
It has nothing to do with vampires.
But I don't fucking know, man. The
That's
Um,
crazy.
the Mario lore goes deep because if you think about it, the Mario lore is also the Wario lore because there's
Oh shit.
separate games for that. It's also the Yoshi lore because there's separate games for that. It's also the Donkey Kong lore because there's separate games for that. In Diddy Kong Racing, Banjo's in that game, so Banjo-Kazooie's in the same world.
Yo.
Um,
All of these different universes converging. I want to see a
Yeah.
big old Venn diagram.
the one
Right?
exists, I'm certain.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
The way that everything is literally connected.
And then Links and Mario Kart.
Now,
that?
If there's
Okay.
anything on my bucket list to just try and deliberately understand, it's the Kingdom Hearts lore.
Oh, don't even bother.
I
I don't know anything about those games, and
Like-
I'm glad I don't.
like if what Frank described as all those universes, Kingdom Hearts is like,
Yeah,
That's crazy.
because
Keep on going.
That's exhausting.
like in a
I wouldn't even
cartoon,
want to
they're
get
like,
into it. I
they open a
dedicated myself
list.
to Star Wars, and that was enough for me.
well,
Yeah.
Star Wars is Disney too, so
Yeah, I know, but
I don't
like,
know. Kingdom Hearts.
I got so overwhelmed by my sexual attraction to Anakin Skywalker that I was like,
Dude,
Interesting.
you're
I'm
not
more of an
alone.
Obi-Wan guy, personally.
Obi-Wan is so fine, but Obi-Wan is that
Disney
gilf that I don't want.
Because he's a goody two shoes.
Yes.
Yeah, I need the the bad boy,
Precisely.
right?
Precisely.
The
Dude,
one
There's
who.
I'm
something-
more of a
There's
I'm a
something
fan
about
of,
how Anakin knows himself. That's
But
just like,
does he?
I feel like he does.
Ooh, no. He doesn't. He was tempted.
He was so torn. This man was so torn.
Dude,
but
he
the
was-
reason
he
was
the
deceived
chosen
by-
one,
He was deceived by Palpatine.
the reason he is the chosen one is because he saw both sides. Get
He-
this.
Well, yeah, but he clearly chose one over the other eventually.
No, but at the end of the Star Wars movies, at the end of the most recent one, I forget Anakin as
Oh, what episode 6,
Six.
right?
whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, but Anakin when he dies as Vader takes off his mask and becomes Anakin again.
Yeah.
That's the balancing of the Force. He saw both sides of it, you know?
It took him a long time, but he saw
And-
both sides.
Technically, he kills Palpatine,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? Just took him a while.
Exactly.
and on the way, oh my god, he did gruesome shit. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it makes
There's-
sense.
There's like extra canon in like in the comics where like he just massacres people on planets because he has nothing to do, and
Right.
and it's like, oh my god, he's vicious. I don't know why kids dress up as him. I get he's a
Because
badass,
it's an
but like
iconic character.
He is.
I know
badass.
I'm being that guy, but it's just like, oh my god, I can't now
It's
that
not, they're
I've
not dressing
read
up as
those comics.
Hitler, you know?
You know
Darth
who I
Vader's a
really
real
relate
person.
to?
Who's
I
that?
really relate to Yoda throughout
In
all
what
those
way?
movies. Just because
Are-
he's short and wise.
Fair enough, man.
He's short
I-
and wise, and so am I.
Well, what you need is a walking stick.
Yeah, I
What you need to
mean,
do is do a few flips off the wall and then kill
I
someone.
need some like green paint as well.
What is it called? A shanto, like the small saber.
I have no
I need
idea.
to start like speaking like Yoda as well.
Oh, is that
Ye-
so?
Speak like
So
Yoda. I
is
do.
that
Yeah.
like the
So
back
is
half
that.
of your sentence comes first?
Just
Yeah.
reverse it.
Comes first. The back half of your sentence does.
Like that,
That's-
exactly.
That's how they made him sound wise. They just messed up the sentence sort of.
Precisely.
Or
Their
should I
method
say
that was.
messed up his sentence order they did.
Their method that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yoda speak. It's so good. I don't know what it is. It makes me laugh every single time. You know, my boyfriend's name is Matthew. His text tone in my phone is
Yeah.
literally Obi-Wan saying hello.
Hello there. Hey,
Yes.
with
Hello
General
there.
Grievous. My friend Steve, he's the biggest Star Wars nerd you'll ever meet. He makes everything into a Star Wars reference. Every time he sees me, he tries to initiate conversation. It's always hello there.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny.
He expects me to say General Kenobi. You
That's
are
like
a bold
talking to
one, right? That's
Casey.
what he says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I want to see him and Casey have a debate. Oh my dude, Casey is a huge Star Wars fan.
I
We've had him on the
Is that
podcast.
so?
Casey goes off when he talks about Star Wars. I adore Casey.
Good guy.
Well, okay. What's your favorite character though? I like
General
R2D2. If I had to
love
pick
R2.
yeah, he's my favorite. You know, iconic. He's a bit of
R2
a
is such
bad
cutie.
mouth, right? But my favorite character that's a person would probably be Obi-Wan.
I love.
He's so funny.
I think Yoda is my favorite, but I don't know if Anakin is my favorite because I just want to fuck him or because I actually
Sometimes that's how
him.
people pick favorites. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Yoda is my favorite. Anakin is
Yeah.
my sugar daddy.
You
But then Padme just serves looks. Padme is my inspiration.
Yeah.
turn her against me. You have done
Did
that yourself.
Yeah, right. I don't know the direct quotes. It's been a while.
So my favorite character is General Grievous because now this is basically what everyone says about
He's funny.
about their favorite
Bless you.
character whatsoever. But like look at their backstory. I think it's really creative. Technically they say Grievous is on the dark side because his whole life his name is Grievous because he's grieving for the death of his sister because the tribe he grew up in before he was a cyborg obviously his sister was killed in battle and it was like totally unjustified and undeserved and like if Grievous were to die or kill himself because life would be meaningless, that would be dishonorable. So he has to just like fend for himself. And then he gets to be a cyborg and then he gets enhanced and then he gets 2 other arms and he's a total fucking badass.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my God. My
General
only
Grievous is
qualms with
kinda
episode
sick.
my only qualms with episode 3 is that they make him look like a wuss. If they did so much CGI, they could have made that battle between Obi-Wan and him a bit spicier.
Well, I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
for sure. That
you would
that
like
fight was so cool.
the Clone Wars made by whoever made Samurai
oh no,
Jack.
yeah, I love.
They make General Grievous look like an undefeatable fucking monster.
Wait, the Cartoon Network one?
Yeah, the old Cartoon Network one, not 3D. It's 2D
No,
animated.
he was he was legendary in that, except
Yeah.
for his battle with Asajj Ventress.
He was my favorite character for a while because of that. Honestly,
I remember Ventress. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a
Ventress is like the old English teacher who knows best.
wait, who's Ventress?
Asajj
Oh,
Ventress
the
is
white one.
yeah, the bald old lady.
She was in that one too. I thought she was only in the newer Clone Wars, but she was in that one because Count Dooku finds her in that fucking like
Yep.
gladiator shit.
Yeah.
And he's
You
like,
know what?
okay,
I want to
train you
watch it
now.
all again.
I know, dude. I went through all 7 seasons of of that show in a month. That was ridiculous.
Bro.
Fuck you.
That show
quarantine.
that show also makes General Grievous look kind of stupid a lot of the time, but
Wait,
it's
wait,
funny, cartoony villain.
We might be talking about different one. Are you talking about the 2D one or the 3D one?
I was first talking about the 2D one, but then the 3D
Yeah,
one,
in the 2D one, he's fucking badass. In the 3D
Yeah.
one, he
more
runs
or less
away all the
the
time.
same. Yeah, which is
Oh,
what he
yeah,
does in the
really
movie
does.
after all. Which I guess it's almost more accurate to make him do that.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
doesn't want to waste his energy. He'd rather have his robots do it, you know?
Mhm.
I
Droids.
guess so.
He's so that guy. So entitled. Ugh.
I can't
But I
stand him.
mean, like, if
Every
you
time I
have
go to
the
Starbucks,
power,
he expects me to pay. Like,
yeah, no. The thing is, if he's faced with someone and someone's like, "Don't cheat," even though you have the power to cheat and just get it over with, it's not too selfish if you have the assets. You're like, I don't want to deal with this, and I don't have to. So,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
I don't know. I would just way much rather handle my things by myself. That's the only way that I know I can get it done. You know?
I said I
that's a
admired
good
it.
point. That's good.
Now lately, I've been trying to take things into my own hands, and it's difficult.
Right? It's
I think
You
I
wanna
need a
talk
break from
about?
it.
like,
Dan, who's your favorite
kinda-
Star Wars character?
I've
of
literally
got
watched one Star Wars movie, and then whatever that one was last year, we watched the translated from Chinese or whatever.
Oh my God, Backstroke of the
Oh.
West.
I've seen that.
Only-
Yes. So those are the only two.
He just fucking froze.
And then we watched one in band, but like honestly, like I don't remember anything from the one we watched in band class because like no one pays attention to that.
Well,
Anyway.
just absorbing things from osmosis. What character do you think is pretty neat?
One of the characters.
None.
Like, you guys are just talking about characters, and I don't even know.
You don't know R2D2?
I do
Who
know
knows
that
R2D2?
one.
Well,
Yeah,
it's-
Chewie,
R2D2
Han,
I do
Leia,
know.
Luke.
I know who. Yeah, I know who Obi-Wan is from like a meme or something. But that's
that will happen. That will happen.
Yeah.
Is there
Obi-Wan
is
gets
there
memed
any
a lot.
is there any character that you know how they look like, but you just don't know their name?
That's your favorite specifically, so that we're aiming.
no.
No. Okay.
Nice.
Obi-Wan it is then. I respect that. He's a
All
very
right.
defensive fighter.
Moulin Rouge, baby.
What?
He was in Moulin Rouge, that actor.
Ewan
Oh.
McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
I only know my
He's a great
sister.
singer.
My sister really likes Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, it's good. Moulin Rouge is great.
And I like the one song or whatever the movie or something. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
it's like the Roxanne.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I
Oh,
know. what you're
yeah.
talking
I know.
That
that
is
one, yeah.
good. My friend
Dude.
doesn't. My friend hated it, and I'm like,
Oh,
it's like I played the original, like the by the Police, and then I played that one. She's just like, I hate it. I was like, oh, okay.
dude, the song Roxanne is in my favorite in Moulin Rouge. It is fire the way it's constructed. Oh
I
my
had
god.
no idea that it was like the Police song. Like I had no
Mhm.
idea that like it was like literally like essentially an arrangement of it. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
That happens in a lot of shows, like how Mamma Mia just stole ABBA's entire soundtrack.
Yeah. But banger shit.
Oh, for sure, yo. Mamma goes off. but,
Don't go wasting your emotions.
period. The winner takes it all.
I never watched Mamma Mia though.
Hold on, let me get my cat. My cat's being.
Okay.
Like, he had strudel.
Come here.
Really?
I
Come on.
Now, coming from the perspective of someone who's only watched Moulin Rouge once, I can understand how if you're new to Moulin Rouge, it could be off-putting at first because it's so dense and fast-paced, and you don't know what to make of it.
What's it about? Anyway, I have no idea what
I've
you guys are
never
talking about
watched
when
it
you say
either. I don't
Moulin
know what it's
Rouge.
about.
It's like it's essentially someone fighting for the ownership of a very important building. I really watered it down, but like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so you have a black cat.
I do. She has
Does it-
Oh.
eyes.
Does it whisper dark secrets to you?
No, she's actually a very good girl. She's
oh,
crazy.
That's good.
that's so adorable.
I like black cats. If I ever got a cat, it would be a black cat, and I would name it Lucky for the iron.
Yeah. This
My
age.
friend, my elementary friend, had two black cats.
Wow, that's twice the
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah, one of them was like really fat, and like he did the thing where he scratched like their lower back. Like one time, I don't know, they left their butt in the air, and one time he fell down the stairs.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, she's
That's so
the
funny.
most socially anxious little creature in the entire world. She freaks out whenever there are people around. She runs. She's maniacal. She wakes up
She's
at
maniacal?
5 o'clock in the morning. She's just like really anxious and hyper, you know. So she's
Damn.
like, yeah.
Oh my god,
But she loves to
Dan.
be cuddled, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
Dan, that thing that mention about like falling down the stairs, that reminded me of a horrible fucking childhood story. So, it wasn't me who fell down the stairs in this story. So, I had a hamster when I was growing up,
Oh
me
no!
too.
and the hamster
God.
would roll around in their cute little ball, and
The
so
ball went down the stairs.
yeah,
What?
so I kicked the ball down the stairs when I was
Purposely?
I was really young. I had no idea what the fuck anything was, dude. So
Oh, okay.
the hamster survived. It was like a brick. It lived on for another year after that, but it's like in recess.
Like 2
I
years
would-
is hamster lifespan.
Hamsters
Yeah, so-
live 1.5 to 2 years.
yeah. So in
Strudel is
recess,
Strudel is about to hit 2 years.
damn.
Uh-oh.
In
Love
recess,
noodles.
in recess, I would always associate balls with like things you kick. So the first thing,
Right.
like I had no filter, no like discipline because I was a kid, and so I'm like, oh, I'll kick it. That's what I'll do. So I was like,
I've
boom,
had 11
and I'm like, no.
concussions. That hamster thing made me think of my concussions. I've had
Oh
7.
my god.
Oh my god. If I
You
ever
know,
hit
I'll-
my head again.
The
Oh, there's-
people the people that I know that have a lot of outward energy have concussions.
Yep.
Oh.
Gotten one concussion, I think.
You're
Maybe
lucky.
more. I probably gave myself a concussion once. I woke up a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I woke up and then for some reason, like I was just like decided to jolt forward and I smacked my head on the wall. I was just like, all right, I'm up.
Oh.
It's so funny. One
decided to-
time I was at my friend's house and this friend has like bean bags and poles, and back in high school my friends used to be very physically abusive towards me because I would let them. Because I'm small. I thought that the only way I would keep them around is because I'm tiny. Anyway. So he picked me up and was dangling me by my ankles and then threw me in the direction of this pole onto this beanbag, where I landed, hit my head so loud. My friend has the whole thing on video. You can hear the thud of my skull. It is bad.
I think a couple years ago you showed me that video.
Yes.
Oh.
Bad. And then
I'm like,
after
why
that-
the fuck?
Dude,
Like-
I don't know. And then after that, we played Heads Up. You know that game where you have this stuff on your head and you have to guess what you are.
Very funny.
Wait,
I
what game?
literally the game where you have something right here and you have to guess what you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
headbands?
flashcard with a word on it.
Yeah, headbands. So I asked the same question over and over and over again whenever it got back to me, because they were like, they go, Hannah, why are you playing dumb? I was like, I'm not playing dumb, guys. I have a concussion. I don't know where I am.
Jeez.
Oh.
It was so bad.
That sucks. One time I got hit in the head with a basketball in gym class and I passed out for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, my friend got a pencil thrown into his eye and then
Oh,
passed
my.
out onto the ground.
Oh.
Stitches.
Let's change the subject. So,
Sister.
You guys want to talk
What,
about
Dan?
dreams again?
Oh my god, actually though, I did have a dream that I wanted to bring up. Okay.
Sure.
This dream is pretty crazy. Are you ready, guys?
I don't know.
So it was also during this hard time in my life, but this dream is significantly better than the last one. I was in a bathroom, looked like I was at a restaurant or something, whatever. I was in a bathroom, and I took out. I had a bag. I take out in my bag these two cases. One of them is red. One of them is orange. They're tiny little things, tiny little cases. I open them up. There are teeth inside.
Each?
Just one tooth inside of each. In my mouth, I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. I take out 2 teeth, and then I take the other teeth that I have in the cases, and I stick them in.
That would make a good art film.
I know, right? But let me tell you what my dream analysis said this was, okay?
Yeah.
It said that red signified like a sort of coming into myself, sort of confidence, whatever the fuck. Red, the color, signified that, whatever. And then orange signified like excitement, apprehension, whatever, that sort of thing. And teeth usually represent control in dreams. So since I was taking them out, the old ones, and I was putting the new ones in, I was regaining some confidence. I was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I thought that was sick.
That is pretty cool. I have a hair in my mouth, I think.
I wanted to talk about a dream. This has been a reoccurring dream since I was. Well, see, this one is a lucid dream. But I've been having this since I was probably like, I don't know, 5, 6. I don't know. But like, it's me and my theme park.
Right, you've said this before.
Yeah, I have a like my own like world, like
Dan world
that I live in my dream.
I have a planet that I painted,
and it's my own amusement park. Like I literally like have my own amusement park. Oh my gosh! And yeah, and like I have dreams about it all the time, and it's like been consistent since I was like a kid. Like I just have this amusement park. I don't know, and then I go to it sometimes, but like I'm a different person in different parts of it or something. So like I'm like sometimes I'm like a tourist, sometimes I'm the owner of the park, sometimes. But like, and the park expands and stuff, like as a normal theme park would.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it's
maybe it's trying to show you that in life there are different perspectives.
Or
I think I just want to own a theme park.
You're warping to another reality where you do own a theme park.
Yeah.
That
this theory that I never woke up from a dream when I was like in like 1st grade. And I have a theory that like this is all a dream.
Well, as someone who's conscious right now,
it's like DMT trips.
Some of my dreams, I go throughout my entire day, and I have like obsessive thoughts about like I don't know. I don't know if you call this like social anxiety. I don't know what it is, but like I literally plan out like every single possible conversation of the day and what I'm going to say beforehand. So like I have dreams about that sometimes, and so I'm like, this is what could go wrong today. So I plan out literally everything, and sometimes I like wake up like I oversleep. I have this really bad habit of oversleeping. But like I oversleep, and then I'm like, but this already happened because it felt so real because I'm in real time in my dreams.
So, like, that's the thing. Time is not a real thing. Time is not real.
I'm going through my dreams, so I'm like, I could very well be in a dream right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an interesting.
I could still be in 1st grade.
Right. Seriously.
It's an interesting mental phenomenon that happens during dreams. It's the reason why an event in your dream or like a noise in your dream lines up perfectly with your alarm. it's because of time dilation. Because
What?
time moves differently in your dreams, because why wouldn't it? If everything else
And that's why when you have to start to get into lucid dreaming and stuff like that, you have to always be checking what time it is, so that in your dream, when you look at a clock, you know what the time is.
Yeah,
I
it's it works off of the same chemical process that adrenaline allows you to see like things faster. So like when your brain's messing around with the chemicals, time might as well go crazy too, because it's been theorized that dreaming is your brain's way of like shoveling like the shit out and like clearing some space, right? So it's just
really
a fun
funny.
little trivia. Now, Dan, to analyze your theme park experience, to see or be in an amusement park in your dream indicates that you need to set some time for more relaxation and enjoyment in your life. Considering that you were the one owning the theme park, maybe you're happy that you've taken mastery over that. Alternatively, the dream indicates that you've been too easily distracted lately.
First grade makes sense.
We talked about that dream I had. Like I talked about it in the group chat, the one where John killed me or tried to kill me or something.
Oh my god.
It was weird. I left out so many details from that because it's just so weird. It is the weirdest dream. Like I just left out so many details from it. But it was like he had like a Mercedes Benz or something. I don't even know. But it's like I don't even know what Mercedes even looks like. That's just what my dream told me.
That happens so often.
What?
Dreams will be like, yes, this is that, but then you wake up.
Yeah, I don't know if it
what?
was. So, and then he tried to kill me. I don't know. And then like the car was stolen.
That's crazy.
One time in my dreams, One Direction showed up to my
He said
school.
it in the dream. He said it was some relative's car or something.
Huh.
And I was like, what? And then he tried to kill me, and then I was like, all right, let's go back to Westchester.
I used to have a lot of sex dreams about like my teachers. That was a weird phase.
Oh, okay. I just remembered this. If we want to keep talking about that, go ahead. But I just remembered I had a prophetic dream once, actually.
I know, aren't they crazy?
It's crazy. I had a dream that when I went to Disney World with my friend for a band trip, that this person would leave me to hang out with other people, and I'd feel bad about it. And you'll never guess what happened in real life a month.
That.
Yeah. Of course, things in the dream were like wacky, and like the rides weren't correct, but the same
But it was
idea.
vague. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's so nuts. Dreams are so cool.
So it's really weird how dreams operate, because as soon as a dream begins, you have a set knowledge about that dream. Like things that cannot be explained with words. It's just intuition is what it is.
Like knowing it's a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah. And I'm going to really quick pull up my dream journal.
I should start doing one of those because I have so many weird dreams.
I had a dream journal and I've read some of them, but I don't remember any of them. So it's like, why
I
bother
smoke a lot of
keeping a journal
weed,
if I
so
can't
I don't
remember
really
any of them?
remember my dreams. That kind of sucks. But it's also kind of nice.
My sister doesn't remember like any of her dreams at all. We've talked about it before. She doesn't.
So I had it was kind of a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. I had a nightmare that I lived in a post-apocalyptic world and everything was all like dirty, messy, and fucked with, as if somebody got a baseball bat and hit everything they saw. Like every stop sign, every blade of grass, everything was just battered to shit and dirty. And I lived in a post-apocalyptic world where the government, like half the people died, but their bodies were cyborgs and they were awake. And the only way to distinguish if they were a cyborg that wanted to kill you or not is if they tried to kill you when you weren't expecting it. And now, my dream called them Judies, Judies, like the name. Like, oh, look, there's a Judy. So they were called Judies, right? And like
the concept of Karens.
Yeah, and so I was a sleeper agent made by Tony Stark in
Oh my
order
God.
to cause a rebellion to get inside of Iron Man suits and one day ambush all the Judies after summoning them all to one location. So it's your dream always ends before that big battle, that big climax, right? So the big climax that was about to happen was like I was in this blimp and I was like, it's like the roller coaster thing that comes over your shoulders. I was in one of those in an Iron Man suit, and I was in the blimp, and I looked to my left and right, and as far as my eyes can see, there were like Iron Man suits. And then I look out the window of the blimp, and there's like a football field, like a big stadium or a field of some kind full of Judies. And so
That's-
what we were gonna do was the Iron Man suits, and also known as the Rebellion, we were gonna go down there and blast all the Judies, and it was gonna be cool.
That's crazy.
But imagine like going to the grocery store and then like try to pick out your thing, and when you let your guard down to decide what kind of milk you want, a cyborg tries to like attack you, and it's like you right when you least expect it. That's the scary part.
That's ridiculous.
That's really scary. One time, I had a dream that an atom bomb dropped on my head and I disintegrated.
What the hell? One time I had a dream I flushed my mom down the toilet. That was weird.
What the hell?
I've had dreams. I've had multiple dreams where I've like died in elevators, and I don't go in elevators. I don't do it. I hate elevators so much.
You should avoid elevators.
I'm so terrified.
Your
Like,
horoscope is avoid
I think they're gonna
elevators.
break. Like I've been in the in the slope elevators. I think I've been in them a total of like 6 times. Like either I don't think I've ever gone. I've gone down. I think once, and I've been here for a year and a half. So
Are you feeling
I had a
stuck
fear of
emotionally?
escalators.
I am so scared of what.
So to dream that you're having trouble in an elevator means
I'm not
that
having
you
trouble
feel
in an
stuck
elevator.
emotionally.
The
He's
elevators
dying.
kill me.
I realize that, but do you feel emotionally dead or like emotionally struggling?
I don't know. I'm in a neutral state all the time.
I want to quote you on that right now.
Oh, I'm in a neutral state all the time. That's quite funny.
Okay. Follow with me here, because this one's a doozy.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream that have you guys played Smash Bros?
Yeah.
You know the stage called the Hellbird, where it's a big ship flying in the background?
Yes.
Okay, that's from Kirby, right? That's Meta Knight's ship. Okay. I had a dream that I was on that ship and we were fighting in space against other ships.
That's crazy.
What's that?
I don't know. I can't really tell you anything about what a video game dream is.
One
I
time,
mean,
What was that?
what was what? The dream?
Yeah, what was the basic gist of your
More or
dream?
less,
You saw the airship.
I was a member of the crew on the battleship Hailbird, and Meta Knight was there, and he was fighting things. It was neat.
The closest thing, actually, hold on.
Being in a spaceship.
Yeah,
you could call it.
Yeah. So, to see a spaceship in your dream symbolizes your creative mind. It denotes a spiritual journey into the unknown and signals self-development and self-awareness. Alternatively, dream suggests that you need to take on a different perspective, no matter how bizarre or unusual it might be.
You know, that brings up a good point. We're having a lot of spiritual talks, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that exact
Maybe.
explanation and remembered that I had a Star Wars dream
Oh
a
yeah.
while ago. And then my third eye opened.
No shit. Well, I don't feel like my third eye is open at all. What I was gonna say is, you know, we all have problems in our lives. Maybe we could, maybe the spiritual stuff could help us, give us the
It
answers
does.
on what to
That's
work
the whole
on.
point.
Well,
That's
yeah.
the whole point of it. It actually is.
Well,
Because
then-
I've been using the shit that I endured in my past lives.
Yeah.
Like the feeling of why I can't like produce art in the way that I want to. That feeling is because of my art getting stolen, but also because of stuff that happened in this life as well.
Interesting.
So
Wait,
I just
okay.
need to get over that fucking hunch and then I'll do it. and I'll
I'm
be free of generations and generations worth of my soul being abused in this way.
That's interesting. I wonder what my soul is abused about.
Yeah,
If at all.
Like sometimes I feel lonely. I feel like that's not even unusual, right?
It's not unusual. We
Yeah,
all
so
feel lonely. We're human beings.
maybe that's not even a thing. I make music, but I don't feel inadequate about that music very much. I mean, it's amateur stuff, admittedly, but Rob's just cooking a midnight snack here. Like,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have
I'm trying to.
I can't see Rob's camera view because of the way my Zoom is right now. But then,
Oh.
so I thought it was really funny when his sound happened and all of a sudden he was in the fridge.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to decide if I should make a smoothie or popcorn
Popcorn can get stuck in your
Smoothies are
teeth. The
great.
smoothie can't.
Popcorn again.
for both.
Went home this weekend and I forgot to get popcorn. No. I forgot to get light bulb.
Damn.
I'd go with the smoothie. That's just my.
Yeah, that
that's
I would
just me.
also. I've been,
I'm do-
talk about spiritual body mind shit, right? I've been working to like work my body more lately. Like I'm trying not to eat as bad. Like
Good.
I'll eat candy all the fucking time, and I've been
I know my sweet
exercising.
tooth is so bad.
I
too.
haven't had chocolate in so long. I need it
I know.
Have
bro.
some, man.
so bad. I ate a bunch of chocolate the other day because I was like,
What is Rob doing?
I didn't even know I had it. It had been in my back for a week, and I
Yeah.
just ate all of
God damn,
it. Was bad.
Rob is
I
this?
was just looking at Rob up there. That was funny as fuck what he was doing.
Uh oh. Okay. Okay, there he is. Oh,
Nice nose. Yeah. There you go with your flares.
you want it? It's yours, my friend. No, that's not the line.
On it.
No, that's the little richer.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Now we're talking.
It's so much fun. I was just like,
It
Now go
was
up.
funny.
Now go up. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh, I thought you meant like go out of frame. Okay.
No, yeah, like go up. Do 4 directions, right?
Let's see.
I was gonna say, do you like the DVD?
Oh no, I I didn't mean that. Although this is great too. I meant like if you face your head up, you go up, right? Potentially. I don't know. Things are getting out of hand.
Rob's neck just grows.
Imagine he just gets stuck there.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Okay, I got a question
What?
about spiritual shit again.
Go nuts.
Okay. First of all, remember at the beginning of this when I was like, I'm skeptical. Right,
Yes.
and now look at me. I'm silly. Anyway,
So into it, right?
yeah. Oh, I don't know, because this is gonna go on the internet. I don't know if I should admit this to all 25 people that watch the show, but I struggle with like jealousy a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, me too.
Is there any way to help with
I don't
that?
anymore. Let me tell you.
Well, what did you
So-
do?
Okay, so here's
I
the thing,
started
right?
loving myself. I
simple.
started loving myself.
Mm.
And way too much for my own good. And once I started doing that, I don't see a threat in anybody, in anything. I don't see any sort of threats aside from the threats that I could pose to myself.
Wow.
And I know what those threats are.
Well,
I know that my threats to myself are
me-
my own over competitiveness with myself. So on and so forth.
let me ask a clarification question. Frank, what do you mean by jealousy? Like jealous of other people?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like what? Like their belongings?
No, not belongings as much as like.
Where they are.
Yeah, what I guess you could say that. Or like potentially like, oh man, I could, my arms could definitely be
Yeah.
bigger, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
when
and
it-
that all comes from a place of like, I'm not happy with myself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Which is why
So-
I've started exercising a little.
And
Yeah,
the answer
exactly.
to that, the answer
Yeah.
to that is, what do I need in order to be content with myself. It might just
And
be
also,
up here.
yeah,
You are
completely.
right, and I've come a long way with that.
Because
Personally.
I know that I used to be really insecure about my skin in high school. I had
Really?
the worst acne in the world. It was so
Oh.
bad, and I was on stage all the time, so it was like always people were looking at me, you know. I was like, what am I
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
feel
about
it.
this?
I mean, I'd never really had
But
acne,
then I got pretty, so whatever. And it's because I told myself in the mirror, I told myself every single day, every time I looked into a mirror,
yeah.
you look so pretty. And now look at me.
And I feel it because, you know, I'm hotter today than I was last week even.
Exactly, same.
And I'm a little full of myself. I'll admit it even.
Gosh, we have to be. Has to be.
Because
People always misconstrue my confidence as narcissism. It's completely different.
yeah. No one's told me I'm narcissistic. But I don't say shit like this out loud
I do.
a lot. And when I do
Is
it's
the
as a
thing.
joke. It's as a joke. I'm like, oh, aren't I great?
I
But
say it
that's
out
after I did
loud
something horrible. Right?
as like I say it as affirmations for myself and also as like anecdotally for my other friends so they can pick up on it because I know that
because
they see
you're
that.
so great. Right?
No, not even that.
I'm joking.
I mean, like, it's true. I can't lie. And they
Right.
all know it, obviously. But I mean, they all see me as like becoming more affluent as my life goes on. I want them to see how I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially
Like,
since all of them are not in the place that I'm in.
It's a confidence thing, really.
Completely.
Because I used to get red in the face talking to another student I didn't know in high school. But now I don't give a shit. And that's a big part of it, really. It's just you can't afford to give a shit, and not in a bad way, like, oh, I don't care. It's like, yeah, like, no man, I don't care. Like, I'll do what I want, kind of deal.
It's like this world. I feel like this whole planet is here for us to enjoy. You know?
Yeah, sure.
We have to live lavishly and we have to spoil ourselves. That's what it's for, you know? Everything that we need, we already have. Right?
Well,
you know?
I mean, we do. There are people that don't.
Like,
unfortunately.
Of course. And that,
but
of course,
we're
that needs
the
to be
lucky ones.
That needs to be corrected so bad. The biggest thing with me is I want to be a millionaire so I can have $1 million so I can give it to other people.
Sweet.
That's the only reason I want to be rich. So I can have the money so I can give it away. But
I get it, me too.
It's so like injustice like that, especially over such basic things like food and water and housing.
Sucks.
I'm like, what did I do? Why was I born in this position to have the things that I have?
Karma.
Yes, do you guys hear this?
I think so.
Yes.
I'll mute it real quick.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So, you know, I have this class. It's called Imagination, right?
Beautiful.
And it's a writing class, and I took it because it seemed like the easiest fucking class ever. And the truth is, it's not. The other truth is, it doesn't actually meet the writing requirement for a class. So I'm gonna have to take a fucking another class, but we'll see. But I'll write some. They'll give me these prompts, like, oh, talk about yourself or something. And the one thing I notice is that immediately I'm talking about depression. I'm like, well, shit.
Bad things.
Yeah, it's like, why?
Gotta start off with the positive.
Right?
I always start off with the positive.
I try
every single day.
I try to say, like, I'm better now. It's gotten better.
Yeah.
But every time it goes back to this shit. Because, well, the prompts don't help. They're like, tell about a time in your life you were sad or something. It's like, well,
yeah,
okay.
They're meant to be reflective in that way. They're meant to be reflective, but they're also meant for you to recognize like where you can find compassion for the people that hurt you, or where you can find compassion for yourself, even.
And at this point, I think I have for the most part.
And then finding the gratitude, seriously, the biggest thing in the world, the biggest lesson that I've learned from all of the horrible shit that I've endured throughout my life is that being grateful for everything around you will only give you more.
Yeah, you're right.
It's completely true because you'll seriously get more from every single experience when you view it through a lens of I'm so grateful for the people around me. I'm so grateful for the place I'm in. I'm so grateful for the fact that I'm alive. I'm so grateful for everything. I'm so grateful to be in this moment right now. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The main issue then becomes ultimately about these papers as well. I gotta hand this in now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, people are gonna see this.
Yeah. The thing is, that's the biggest problem with school is that it's all fucked.
Yeah.
You could lie.
Academia
I'm not gonna
is such
lie.
a disaster.
I
Yeah,
don't
no, what's the
lie.
point in lying? Lying is
I
a
don't.
bad
I
thing.
used to lie about like, oh, did you eat that cookie? It's like, no. Nowadays, if I eat that cookie, I'm like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna own
right?
up to it. Because why lie?
Exactly.
The
Oh,
truth is
the
a very
thing
important thing to me.
Same.
Thing is, I
I'd rather
fucking love
know.
cookies, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
exactly.
like the big thing about the truth for me is a lot of people misconstrue my intentions a lot of the time. Like I'm a really big flirt by accident, you know? So people misconstrue that all the time. So I constantly have motherfuckers hitting my line all the time. And I'm like, I have a boyfriend, please. I've had a boyfriend for a year. Get away from
Right.
me. I can't help that I'm conversational and nice. Like what?
It reminds me of stories that like they're like employees are paid to like wear a smile, and then like
Yeah.
some guys are like, I think she likes me, or maybe she's just doing her
Yeah.
job.
Well, that's just
Exactly.
called being deprived.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
But no, the truth though, good shit. I honestly, and I hate when the people, the natural instinct is to tell people what they want to hear, right?
Yeah,
But I'd rather have an unfortunate truth than the sugar coatiest lie there is.
exactly.
You know?
And then get myself deceived into thinking something that's incorrect and then
Yeah.
maybe acting on that and then creating more problems.
And
What? Just tell me what I need to know.
exactly, exactly. And I say this like someone has lied to me before.
I've
Which,
been lied to
sure.
countless times.
But I've never been lied to in a place where it's like, oh man. I've been deceived, I guess you could call it that, but no one's ever
Yes.
told me a
Well,
really
but
bad
then we
lie.
run
I have
into the
been used
philosophy.
and bruised.
Yeah, then
Ruse.
we run into the philosophy of, okay, what's the difference between someone lying to you and deceiving you?
And so, well, deceiving, I'd say, is not telling, which is
Yeah.
it's almost lying, but you're not.
It's
How is it not?
That's another way
manipulation.
people like to spare your feelings is they just won't tell you. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, this is something I should know. I feel like, and a
I
lot
also
of
feel
times
like
it isn't.
deception. I also feel like deception is more of a long game.
Yeah, definitely.
know?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
I
very
like
the connotation of deception feels heavy and calculated.
Yeah.
I
What are you
have
gonna say,
like
Dan?
the inability to lie, and it doesn't help me. Like it never helped me socially growing up, like
I'm
at
a great
all,
liar because I'm an
because
actress.
I can't lie. Like I was always so brutally honest, and just like I don't know, and it doesn't really. See, here's the thing, like. Everybody's just like lying is bad, don't lie. But then everybody just does it all the time.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
does this
You know,
look
Dan.
good on me? It's like, no, it doesn't look good on you. But like,
Dan,
you can't just say that because then they'll be upset. And it's just like, well, then why did you even ask?
Right.
that your inability to lie, your
Well, I don't say anything. So like, if
yeah,
somebody, and then they're like, what did do you not like it or something? And I'm like,
No.
because I'm just like, I can't say. I mean, if
but
I don't like it, I can't just say no. So I just don't say anything. And then they
that
get,
will
and I'm like, what do
it
you
will
want
almost
from me?
reward you in the future, I feel like. Because
Maybe.
like I said, I mean, it's not just me, I'm sure. People would always rather hear the truth.
Yeah, I would always rather
A
hear
lot
the
of people
truth. I
would.
know that.
I'm sure there's studies out there. In fact, I'll grab a statistic right now, why not? Percentage of people who would rather hear the truth, I guess.
Yeah, good way to put it.
Let's see.
The smoothie is going to taste great.
I'm excited for you. What you put in?
I can't find a statistic.
Yeah.
So I put almond milk,
Yum.
Greek yogurt, peach yogurt,
Yum.
and a banana,
Yum.
and ice,
Yum.
and honey,
Oh, honey's a good
course.
touch.
and
That
hear
sounds
me out,
yummy.
almond butter.
Ooh! Wow. I'm impressed with your smoothie skills.
Thank you. What was I gonna say?
I
No
was
clue.
gonna say, I think I talked to Rob about this. About like
Yeah.
Your honesty?
Like
when you ask people how their day is. I work at a gas station, convenience store, Double Blah, and you
Yeah.
ask people, like how is your day going, and like sometimes people are like not good, and it's just like, well, how do you like? You just expect everybody to say good because it's an American thing.
Yeah.
Like it's
Precisely.
an American thing. People don't do that in like the UK, from what I've heard. And they'll just tell you how their day is, not just be like,
You know,
it is good.
Yeah.
how
It's
is your
true.
day is such a powerful question
It is.
because
Everybody just says
okay.
good.
I go on Zoom calls with some of my friends very often, and the first thing I always ask them, sometimes I forget, but the first thing I always try to ask them is, how was your day? Because it shows a few things, right? First of all, it shows that you care enough to ask that, right?
Yeah.
Because these are my friends, of course I care. It shows that you're willing
To
to
listen.
hear the truth. Yeah, you're willing to listen. Well, if they say bad, well, then the next obvious question is, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to
What
talk about it,
happened?
right? And then, it builds trust, right?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good stuff because you can potentially help someone, right?
Mhm.
Make them feel better. And then sometimes they don't want to talk about it, and you just got to respect their privacy and stuff.
Yeah.
But when people just say good instinctually, it's that's not to say that it's a lie, yeah, sure, but it's like a white lie, But
Yeah. Plus, I don't even
still,
think it's a
you got to be
lie.
honest with
Sometimes
yourself.
I think a busy brain
Says
equates
good
to like,
automatically, yeah.
because especially if you're like in that context, like you're in a Wawa, you're in a rush, you want to go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
you're not
You know what
gonna
I'm saying?
you're not gonna therapy to the Wawa employee.
Especially not Dan. Look at him
Oh,
serving Mr. Peanut Butter
brutal,
from BoJack.
brutal. Why would you say that?
No, I love Mr. Peanut Butter. He's my favorite character in that show.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know
BoJack
either.
Horseman. Guys,
From
watch
what?
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, that show.
I
All
don't-
my friends.
I don't watch any shows. Fun
It's
fact.
on Netflix. It's amazing.
See,
It's
I don't have
entirely
Netflix.
about.
I don't have a
It's so
TV.
good.
I could
My-
pirate it. Oh, I shouldn't say that on the internet.
Yeah, I don't watch any TV at all.
Yeah.
And like my roommate doesn't watch TV at all either. Like
No one does our generation. No one
like,
watches TV.
well, I mean, nobody.
I
don't
just
watch.
I just
Netflix.
watch old like.
I don't
I
watch
watch my
Netflix.
comfort shows.
I have nothing. Like I watch baseball.
Really?
That'll come on. Yeah, I love baseball. I'm trying to get tickets, but like I don't have any friends who are baseball fans really. Like I have like one.
Oh
maybe.
my gosh! You know my boyfriend. You know Matt.
Matt Mysek.
Yes, he loves baseball. Ask him to go.
What a fun time. Honestly, I don't even watch the shows I used to watch on TV anymore. I've
watch
actually
my comfort shows.
Yeah,
all my
I've
comfort
bought
shows.
DVDs. I've bought DVDs to avoid watching shows. Like I have
I don't watch movies
SpongeBob
either.
on
I
DVD.
can't watch movies. I can only watch some, and if I'm only genuinely interested in them. Like I love Zendaya, so anything she touches, I will watch. But
I
Really?
watch Fantasia and Indiana Jones.
love Indiana
And
Jones.
Indiana Jones is on TV a lot. So I'll watch Indiana Jones. I like to pretend I am Indiana Jones.
Harrison
I've
Ford.
liked to envision that since I was a kid.
Dude,
Who didn't,
there's something
you know?
about that man.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford. Wow, he's such
Harrison
a dope.
Ford and then
The
okay.
things that I would
No, I guess you're right. I mean, I guess.
I can't even.
The fact that DILF is a term is really funny. That's kind of recent, right?
No.
DILF? No.
Dilf
I've
and
only
MILF
started.
I've never
have been
heard
around.
MILF. I've only ever heard MILF.
Yeah, me too. Like, well, DILF, I've heard it, but it was like maybe last year I started.
I've been calling George Clooney a DILF since I was like 13.
That's crazy.
I've genuinely never heard that used as like a term.
I've had some teachers in my life that have been DILFs, and they're the ones that I had all the aforementioned sex dreams about, so on and so forth.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I know. I have a test tomorrow at 9 a.m. But I'm in no rush to get out of here, honestly.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the result of a COVID test I took yesterday, and the result hasn't come, so it's just chilling in my house for now.
Chilling.
Oh, I forgot to mention in that last deep conversation when I was making a smoothie, like we talked about like the power of positivity and all that.
Yeah.
I've found that positivity gives life meaning.
Right?
in my worldview, I found success only by looking at things positively. And
Right?
like
So crazy.
life, if you're going to be like cynical or jaded, then life is just not worth living. And
Seriously, it just it warps your whole perspective.
yeah, you change your thoughts and you change your world.
And
Yeah.
seriously, when you start thinking nice things about people, like when you start finding compassion and you start finding empathy, you begin to react slower to situations that would originally anger you really quickly. And then you begin to, like, people just start acting nicer to you. It's an energy. People feel vibes, you know?
Yeah, and
Like,
and,
Feel
and energy is contagious.
seriously. I
and-
like was waiting in line to go to Starbucks with my roommate, and the line was really long on the other side of the street, and I was trying to cut in, and she was like, none of these people are gonna let you in, let's just go do a different Starbucks. And I was like, no, this girl is gonna let us in. And she did. And I literally waved to her and I blew her a kiss, and I was like, thank you. And she was like, she blew me a kiss back, and it was like so happy, and it was so cute, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was
Yeah.
the
But
best. And she was like, how
sometimes
did
This
you
is
know?
Oh, Frank, I'm so sorry. Before you say, this is a disclaimer.
Yeah.
If you have like a pessimistic worldview, I'm not like roasting you or anything, and I'm not like
Yeah.
I am.
unfaithful toward you. I'm just saying I used to be a cashier at Lowe's, and there are people that are like the age of like 40, 50, 60 who have just been unlucky and unfortunate enough to have like success not go their way, and like more successful adults than working a full-time retail job at that age. If that isn't your primary choice, they tend to be like the most cynical, like jaded people. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's my area, I don't know if it's the hardware store itself. It's just like there are people who exist who have a 100% negative conclusions in every single thought they think. And
I know,
and it's
so
like
frustrating.
that's just not a way that is healthy to live, because
It gets me down when I start to hear
it gets
people-
their surroundings down. They're more likely to bring down people and give someone a shitty day. I'm saying
Yeah,
it's a
seriously.
it's a social danger to live and breathe that way. But yeah, that's all I'm saying.
No, I
Kind
agree.
of related though. You talk about positive energies making people feel better, right?
Mhm.
I'll be honest, sometimes when I'm having a shitty day, I see someone being happy, I'm like, fuck that person in particular.
I know,
You know?
it's easy
Dude,
to get jealous of other
with-
people's joy, but
with
that's
all
the
due
biggest thing.
I haven't done that recently. I haven't done that
with all due
since
respect,
high school.
that is on you. I'm
Yeah,
No,
just
I'm
gonna
aware.
say.
I'm aware. Yeah.
So it is. I've read a couple books on Stoicism, and I'm actually on my third one, and we have complete control over our judgments and impressions and reactions,
Yeah.
and we have complete freedom of choice in our brain, because no one else has access to it. And even if our body is exiled, our mind will never be.
Yeah,
And it's
That was
like
scary.
it
yeah,
is,
and
right?
so there's tons of visual analogies, but one that I like that's simple to explain to anyone, even a kid, is let's say there's a trailer and it's dragging along two dogs. One of them is being dragged along, and the trailer represents life, and there's zero things that the dog can do to stop the trailer. And then the other dog is just trotting along happily at the pace of the trailer. It might be tough, but it knows that it's living up to its own virtue and making the
easiest
decision.
Way to do it.
Yeah, and making the decision to not be dragged along and have a shitty time, because the root cause of emotional suffering is wanting something that's not in your control, because that's where anxiety is born.
Yep.
But if you're in control of yourself, you can make positive choices.
And then via that, you will react positively and then get positive things in return when you act positively. Karma, that's where that comes in.
Yeah, happiness is the byproduct of being wise and redirecting that emotional energy. Because
oh my gosh, guys, you want to know something crazy about karma? So the other day, I know that I have really good karma. Throughout my life, I've experienced horrible things and I've handled them with grace and with kindness. I have great karma. So the other day, I went to Starbucks and I bought my roommate coffee. She was asleep till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went and I got her coffee. And then I was supposed to have work, but they called me and were like, babe, you don't need to come in at all. That's how quick my karma gets back to me now. Just because I'm energetically vibrating so high, treating everybody so well. I love myself.
That was probably a great day, wasn't it?
It was the best. It was so cool.
Recently, I've been like trying to get a more positive outlook on like everything, and like
gotta start with gratitude. Seriously,
this has literally been like this is like within the last week. Like I'm so stressed right now with school and stuff, but like I've been
start with gratitude.
But like the thing I've been started thinking about, it's just like I don't know. It's like there's like this realization that I had like literally I don't know 3 or 4 days ago. I'm just like there's genuinely nothing like I'm not like bad, and like I can't remember a time when I didn't have like I don't know symptoms of like depression. Like it goes back to like when I was like 5, because I was literally put in therapy when I was 5 because I was depressed. But like for the first time, like literally since I was 5, like for the past few months, it's just like I'm like happy. Like there's nothing that I'm like
striving for
in
a way that like you know it's unattainable.
Yeah, there's like nothing in my way. I don't know.
That's a good feeling. I definitely recommend.
Because it's so unfamiliar to me. Because it's literally been like the past 15 years. It's always just been like, it's just like, oh well, it's like something bad happened. That means that the world hates me. But now it's just like, I feel like I can like deal with things. It's just like, okay, I got in an argument with someone. That doesn't mean that they hate me and I should die.
Exactly.
And like I don't know. I don't like. It's so weird because like that's literally how I ran for like 15 years.
I know. So you gotta start off with like. I definitely recommend writing a gratitude journal.
CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy, reworking how you think about things, right? Because you know your instinct was if you have an argument, someone hates you, but cognitive behavioral therapy is like you teach yourself like no, that's not true, and then your instinct reaction becomes something better.
Yeah. Another way of thinking about it is CDM, cognitive distortion math. Where you take your automatic negative thought, your automatic negative hot thought, knowing that it's automatic in nature, by the way, and you put it in logically in the event that happened, and you look for evidence first. You look for evidence in support of that automatic negative hot thought, and then you look for evidence not in support of that negative hot thought, and more often than not, the problem thins itself out to where it's no bother. And it's a really interesting thing to think about because
Wait, hold on. I
Powerful
have a whole
stuff.
note on my phone of me actually doing exactly this. Hold on.
I
My
didn't know.
cousin, this is not even on topic. It was back to the gratitude journal thing. My dad's cousin is like one of those, like, I don't even know what she does for a living. She travels around the world and does like yoga and stuff. I don't know. But
That's
she
so
does like,
cute.
she posts on Instagram and everything. She posts like the daily gratitude things and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
it
lists, like,
works.
10 things or something.
It works. Seriously.
She like lives by this. Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know what she does for a living, honestly.
Wait, hold on.
She does like martial arts stuff too. I don't even know.
Okay, better.
Oh, and CrossFit. She's a CrossFit instructor.
That's crazy. CrossFit is so crazy. I could never do that. I mean,
Yeah. I had to do it in like 8th grade and I hated it.
like, yeah, I have hyperactive ADHD, but I don't want
Yeah,
to
same.
work out. Like, I don't want to
You
work.
could probably do cardio.
I know I can run fast.
Yeah. I did track in middle school and stuff, and I was
I'm
like,
African, so I can run, but uh, and I have fought people, but I don't
You have
want to.
what?
What?
I fought people, but I don't
Oh.
want.
Oh, yeah.
And-
I'm not a fighter. I'm a negotiator.
Yeah, see, same, but at the same time, when I get blackout drunk, I'm a different person,
Oh.
which is why I
Oh
don't
my
get
God.
blackout drunk anymore.
So last Christmas Eve, I got drunk, and for the first time in my life, like, and I'm a really interesting kind of drunk because at first I'm really bro-y. I'm like, yeah, there's my guy. You're my best friend. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
And I do that to everyone.
that's what one of my
And-
cousins
And
was.
then I become hypersensitive, and then I start apologizing for no reason. Oh my girl, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm just so sorry.
Yeah.
And then after that, I get really into the music, but like particularly into the music. Like I started playing music on my phone, and then I'm like, I have to go to my room and finish this. So I threw my phone on my bed and I started dancing. When I was done, I went downstairs and had a Powerade.
Yep, that makes sense. That's so adorable.
There's different kinds of drunks. It's interesting.
Oh yeah, every time I've been drunk, it's just been destruction. Either in very good ways or very bad ways. I
Destruction?
like to break things as jokes.
You break things.
It's kind of fun. One time I ripped a closet door off a wall and a sink. That wasn't that fun.
Dude, you could probably toast me in an arm wrestle.
Dude, I think I'm the Hulk because I don't like to fight, but when I do, I have super strength. That's exactly the whole thing with the Hulk. He doesn't like doing it.
This is not related at all. My mind just jumped to when I did square dancing in high school.
Oh yes, come on, Miley Cyrus.
It,
Yeah,
it was so
Yeah.
interesting because it was so different. Like I didn't particularly like it.
yeah.
But I did square dance with an attractive girl who I don't know where she is right now. It's just like what that one person in high school who's just like, oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah, I don't remember their name, but I remember their face. And I really wonder how they're doing. And if she's the one watching right now, how's it going? We made a good pair, didn't we?
Really good pair.
At least for the
Try it
curriculum.
again. Wink, wink.
Ha!
You look like an album cover.
You
That's our album cover for our
for duck.
the song about. I don't even know what it was about.
I'm gonna
Bill.
do hot girl shit. I'm gonna throw myself on the couch. Is that what hot girls do?
Depends on the context.
What if they made themselves a smoothie?
If they made themselves
I don't know.
smoothie, I would do that.
I made themselves a smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my D&D game this round, I'm a monk fairy of the astral self.
Oh,
Yo.
So basically, I made myself Ty Lee from Avatar.
oh.
Yo, that's badass.
I know. I'm literally up in this.
So that reminds me of my very first homebrew campaign.
Dude.
I didn't run it. I played a monk, but I pleaded with the DM that I could have 1 intelligence. Like I was really, really good at what I did, but I had every excuse in the world to act stupid while everyone else was like role playing.
That's me. I have 1 intelligence. But
Yeah.
I have like, the highest charisma in the game. I have the highest wisdom.
Yeah, according to 5e, I'm pretty sure on average you can't go below a 3 because that's just detrimental to your experience.
For sure.
Yeah.
So they didn't depend on me for anything intelligent, but they did depend on me for like acrobatics. Like, hey, there's a button in the corner. Can you use Step of the Wind and jump 60 feet in the air?
Right. Yeah.
Monks do be like that.
In my first one, I was a fairy bard. As you can tell, I like to be fairies.
Right. Yeah.
And it was really, really, really fun. My friend killed himself at the end of the game, and I had wish twice. And I was a clone of myself. That was my boon, that I could clone myself. And it was crazy. We had to fight like glitch versions of all of our home friends, and all of our friends were like dead. We had to save them. It was crazy. It was so weird.
Oh my gosh! So
and we all play. Whenever we play Dungeons and Dragons, we're all hammered, absolutely shit faced playing this game.
My.
So
you could get the math wrong. What the hell?
No, like we don't get the math wrong because our DM is like borderline autistic with how good he is at math. Sorry, no offense. He literally is on the spectrum.
You mean?
Well, then it's not borderline.
Yeah, but I know in his math way, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, he doesn't get the math wrong. I know that much.
Okay.
Dependable.
He remembers every single thing about, like, he remembers our entire character sheets, all of them. I don't know how. It's ridiculous. And then he'll throw himself into the game even closer to the end sometimes. Crazy.
Speaking of like cute little moments between characters, we had a rogue on our team, squad, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, party typically.
Yeah, party. Oh my god. And he was allowed to get at maximum like a +9 to like +13 to stealth checks every single time. So he would never fail a stealth roll. All of his other stats were dedicated to hiding and being hidden. And because my dumbass perception was like -1.
Yeah.
-1.
He would be like, and I want to hide behind Rob. And I'm like, come on. Oh, by the way, this was Arthur from last podcast. He'll tell you all the stories of how like he hid behind me, and no matter what I did, I could never find him. And even
that's so funny.
And even if it didn't have to do with anything, like sometimes I would be sleeping and he would be like, hide behind Rob. Just cause.
I have an ex. I have a crazy ex-boyfriend who follows me around, and our DM said that he's going to show up every 2 rounds. So now I have to like yell at him. One of my favorite powers that I've been given is vicious mockery.
Oh, good one.
It makes me laugh, and I have said some mean shit. So
my bard
so
is
you're
a sailor.
fine with your ex showing up?
Oh, I mean, like, he's the one who got me kicked out of the council in the capital. So, like, he keeps
so he's legitimately part of your adventure, and it's not weird?
No, he like just keeps following me.
Rob, it's a character. It's not a real person.
Oh.
It's not a real person. He just keeps
following me. Dude, smash cut to my Virgo ass at the beginning of the episode.
Right.
By the way, God. Dan or Rob, did you have any ideas for Matt's campaign?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
I was just
I don't
wondering.
even
'cause you were
know.
on
I
topic.
know zero things about D&D, so I have no idea what it even is. Honestly.
Dan,
That's
know
why
what?
that's
I
why
can
it's
help
named
you.
after you,
I can help.
because we're going to teach you. Spoiler alert, there's a shameless plug because segue. We have an upcoming D&D podcast called Dungeons and Dan. It's centered around Dan learning the game.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Here's my character.
and we thought it would be funny if we named it after Dan.
That is
The
So yeah.
Dan. Well, don't worry, Dan. It's actually a very easy
it's
game.
very fun. Here's my character.
Aw, wait, hold
Thank
on.
you.
Let me.
So is it like a cartoonish campaign?
I mean,
Even if it isn't,
Maybe.
I've decided to go with that.
I can still imagine that guy.
I like him.
I envision my fairy as like she's very cute. She has obviously my roots, but at her ends of her hair, I see like a very pretty like orchid color, and
Is
her
that
dress
white?
also orchid. And then it's like a purpley white sort of.
Okay.
You know? And then I feel like there are orange details on her wings.
Do you have someone who draws for your campaign?
Are any of us good artists? Not really, except for me.
Okay.
You can go on Reddit and pay $5 to have someone draw your portrait.
You could.
Yeah, I know. But I also went on like a fairy making game.
Oh my god, all my friends do that. All my friends do that for
like those
characters.
ones we would screw around in kindergarten.
Yes, exactly. Like literally fun.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah.
Spring break will be my brainstorming time for a character.
Sounds
I
epic.
have like 2 or 3 rough draft ideas that are
Can I
like
hear 'em?
half baked. Yeah, so my first idea was like a philosopher of some kind, because
That's
if we're gonna role play as it, I would love to be the one that asks questions that require more questions to be asked in order to understand what I'm saying.
Right.
So like someone who has like relatively like high intelligence and wisdom is more of like an intellect, like utility character instead of
Yeah.
like a combative character.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I can like use my checks to like figure out clues and like be like a detective kind of guy.
High perception and high history.
Yeah.
High
Yeah.
well.
And also my second idea was like a combination of a water genasi and a revenant.
Ooh.
So do you know what a genasi is?
Yeah, I don't know what a
Genasi.
revenant. I don't know a revenant.
So a revenant is basically a ghost character where their mission is just the unfinished business from a past life.
That's a good
And
plot hook.
even though the story already spells itself out, part of the story could be me finishing my business and then helping you guys along and then going to heaven or something.
Right.
But a water genasi adds in the difficulty of I need to be hydrated every like couple of hours, and like I'm a being that depends on like water to survive and stuff like that. And then my third idea for a character would be this like lizard folk guy who's like really skilled at unique weaponry, but only unique weaponry. And he'd be like a fighter kind of guy. And he's like,
good.
I only specialize in like flails and nunchucks and sai.
But don't give me a sword.
Yeah, I don't know, but
So me and my friend, my DM for my D&D ones, he asked me
Bless you.
to put all the classes into their corresponding zodiac sign because there's 12 of each.
Where's Libra?
We're
This one.
monks.
Oh, okay. I like bards the best, and warlocks.
Yeah, but bards are Leos. They're so performative for no reason.
By the way, Rob, I'm happy to hear that none of your ideas are even close to my idea. No double dipping, automatically. To explain, because I don't know if I've explained it. Have I?
Not to me.
Okay, so this character it's a sorcerer, halfling sorcerer, but I'm gonna play it like a shitty rogue.
Wait. A halfling sorcerer.
Yeah.
And you play it like a shitty rogue who's just
Yeah.
not stealthy.
Well, no, 19 for whatever the stealth stat is. I rolled really well there, and halflings are small, so they hide better. But it's like they're a con artist. They trick people into dice games, but then use magic to rig it so they always win.
That's so funny.
But now they're in trouble with some people. So
That's hilarious.
Dude, that reminds me of the third D&D campaign I played where the entire story was running from the wizard mafia.
That's
the
so
magic
funny.
mafia.
That's hilarious. In mine right now, we're
Oh
playing.
my god. Because one of my characters was a wizard and angered this like magic mafia boss. He's like, hey, you better not mess with the magic mafia. We're gonna send our best wizards after you.
And they
It's
did.
like, yeah, and then like he stole an artifact, which is why they want to kill him, and he's wanted dead.
Right.
It was really funny because these Boston accents come from out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
they're like, I'm gonna cast a spell on you.
Oh my god. I'm homebrewing a campaign actually for like 8 of my friends. And there is a rat folk mafia that lives in the sewers of one of the major cities.
That's so funny.
And they're not enemies even. They're like allies, which is
Aww.
I think it's cute.
No, yeah, my little gnome ex. I'm excited to meet him.
Oh, he's a gnome?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh my god, I can't believe I thought your actual
My ex-
ex-boyfriend was in the party. I'm like, the last time an ex of mine was in a party was like sophomore year.
No, I
of
mean,
high school.
like one of my exes is in the party.
You're on good terms, clearly.
We're friends,
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've tried to be friends with all of my exes, and they've made it weird. That's on them.
I have tried to force my friendship on all of my exes, and it's worked on some of them. Not all.
I wouldn't word it as forced friendship as much as craft a mutual connection.
Well, for one of my exes, that was complicated because I felt like I was obsessed with him for 4 years and he was my friend, but then I realized that was actually just a trauma bond, so now I don't talk to him. Another one of my exes is actually a close friend, and then a bunch of my other friends I actually just slept with.
So it's like friends with benefits.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I feel like that happens in a lot of like. No, it happened.
It sounds like an engine from a distance.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, guys. It's bedtime.
It's your bedtime?
Yeah.
We have to end the cast. We didn't even do
By
an
the
interview.
way, Peyton's podcast episode is now number 2
Yeah, in
of the
duration.
second longest duration. His was 2 hours 45. Ours is 2 hours 55, and then some. So,
We did it.
I know how to end how to create the outro, and unfortunately, this week we don't have a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are we gonna put on the ROBCast theme song without Matt?
I have an idea. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, you're not waking anyone up, are you?
No, I'm in the basement.
Oh, cool.
Come on. Pick a number between 1 and 999.
4.
8.
4?
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll
pick like
select
72.
72. Thank you.
Yeah, that's like pan flute, right? Nope, but that's fine.
Good enough.
Yeah.
That was the ROBCast.
Catch you next time.
Podcast. Bye.
Bye. He's still recording?
Oh,
I need to actually sleep
I'm probably gonna leave in like a few
because
minutes.
I've had really bad sleep, and I have a lot of stuff tomorrow. So bye.
Bye. Are you
It's the
recording
post-show.
now? Oh my god. I don't have much to say. Honestly.
Let the music guide you.
ROBCast, and we're here to say we had a good time today. ROBCast. Rob. This is awful. I'm not saying anything worthwhile. Monday, March 1st. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's Monday, March 1st, 2021, 1:31 a.m. I've had a long day. I woke up at around 12:41 a.m. No, p.m. And I laid in bed for about 2 more hours looking online. I went downstairs. I ate breakfast, frosted mini wheats. I ate a yogurt after that. I went upstairs to brush my teeth. I listened to some music. I went back downstairs to greet my wonderful dog, Benny. I walked the dog. It was pouring rain.
Whoops.
I went back inside after walking the dog. I dried him off with a towel. I played Super Smash Bros. For a little bit. I ate a donut. I ate pasta somewhere in there. I then played D&D with my friend Chris. Then I went on the ROBCast. And here we are. It's been
I apologize for that down run for that run in melodic minor. I'm sorry.
it's fine.
That's what it was supposed to sound like.
Yeah. Did a lot today, but I feel like I got nothing done.
I got really nothing to say, but
Yeah, I'm about done too.
was that the post show redone?
That was a post show.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys.